There we go. Ahoy everyone, welcome aboard. I'll be your Captain Hillyan today, along with...
This is mighty Lieutenant Drakir at your service, and welcome back to...
Zenless Zone Zero, where, well, this is our 47th main stream of this game, so, yeah, we're in quite deep, and, yeah, sorry for being a bit late. Bluetooth was being a pain in the ass again, and the game also updated to a new version. So, we could take a peek at who the new banner characters are, but let's finish this next step in the chapter first. Let's see, get ready for bed, optional chat more with Xiao Guang. Haven't gone to bed yet? I just wanted to come see you again. I'm still worried about you. It's alright. I was just feeling a bit down again, but after everyone's comforting words, I'm feeling much better now. At least those two illusions they gave me us a clearer picture. You must be exhausted from running around with me these past couple days. Go get some rest. Alright. Yeah, we learned a bit more about what is going on with her brother. And yeah, we believe that we're close on the trail of him and Sarah, but we'll have to see and all. Let's see. After a long day, the bed seems to whisper, "Come rest your mortal coil, that's what you're meant to do right now." Like fall into clouds, gently sinking, surrounded by tenderness, you drift off into dreams. But under the cover of night, there are still those who remain awake in Phalum Heights. Okay, I'm surprised she's even in the area. And, well, see who's with her, huh? Well, this is unexpected. You let that insignificant little pawn go free. Such mercy. It doesn't quite fit the image of someone hell-bent on revenge, ready to die alongside their nemesis. They're just an insignificant pawn. They have minimal intel and their life or death won't affect the bigger picture. No need to cut off every loose end. Hello, Aurora. Hope you're doing well today.
Hello!
Yeah, we had to delay a bit because recently my Bluetooth has been acting up again after I updated it. Or rather, updated the software for it. And, well, the game also had an update that I forgot to install. On the path to meet the Creator, any impetuous noise must be thoroughly purified. Just like those traitors who once basked in divine grace, yet harbored doubts, daring to commit blasphemy, they are now very quiet, utterly quiet. As for you, showing mercy to even a little pawn, how can I trust you won't go soft on Banyue at the critical moment? Or perhaps hesitate when it comes to your own ending? Whether you trust me or not means nothing to me. I've said it before, making Banyue pay in blood is my punishment for him, and the ending I've written for myself. You're sharing in the same punishment as him? Ironic. Don't tell me you're still clinging to that pathetic illusion of a master-disciple bond. Don't make me laugh. Cut the pointless probing. We're just using each other to get what we want. My decisions are none of your business. Let's see, Aurora, it's okay. Knight, hello, how are you doing today? Doing pretty decent myself. Let's see. Don't get too hung up on your so-called god puppet. Better pay attention to those you keep in your company. For your sake, you'd better pray your creator is really as omniscient as you claim. You mean yes, Xinhan? His little schemes are insignificant. The Creator has foreseen his fangs, and I shall be the final link to fulfill the Creator's prophecy. Yes, Xingyuan Xingyuan's very existence, his every choice, even those futile acts of defiance, all will be woven into the grand tapestry, becoming a distinctive stroke of color in this final masterpiece. Let's see, Knight. Alright, just finished playing and completing the latest story in the game, and I've said this before and I will say it every time, these devs keep getting better and better with their cinematic story, voice acting, etc. Since you play gacha games as well, I suppose you've heard of NTE, Neverness to Everness? If yes, then have you tried it out yet? I think we saw someone streaming that, or someone I followed was streaming that, but we didn't rate them. So yeah, beyond the name, I know nothing about it. The only real other gacha game I'm currently active in is Goddess of Victory Nikkei, which just hit its 3.5 year anniversary. Though I have, in the past, I have of course also played Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail. With those two, I plan to eventually catch back up on them. I'm also semi-busy in Arknight's Endfield, though it's mostly just the dailies and stuff and such. So not too active. Beyond that, nothing really much else that I'm actively active in or plan to return to. Like I like Girls Frontline 2 or Girls' Frontline 2. Definitely an improvement over the first one, I'd say. And let's see. There was Wuthering Waves as well that I gave it a shot, but it didn't really hook me that much. Let's see. Night, I've been loving NTE. It's pretty fun, but right now I'd say to not stream it because it doesn't really have much story right now since the game only came out a week ago. So that would also explain that. I can take a look at it, but no promises. Let's see. Everything will return at Journey's End. The lingering warmth of conspiracy gradually dissipates in the morning light of Phalum Heights. A new day dawns upon Sweebian Temple, still unaware of last night's undercurrent. Why is that capitalized? Is that carrying mysteries and looming threats? Since I'm awake, I should go check on Yixuan. Xiaoxuan. How did I say that? Xiaoxuan? Whatever. Is that Beline and Bowline bickering outside? Might as well check it out. Okay, now I'm kind of curious how two bickering bamboo would sound. Like, would it just sound like a freaking typing machine going off, on and on?
We know how bamboo sounds, we probably know how they may sound. Also, I think I saw some foo-foo.
Yep. Though, canonically at this point, they are still away on stuff and such. Beline, this is all your fault, you troublemaker, setting this bad precedent. Hey, you dare slander me. What have I done wrong, pray tell? It must have been you sneaking down the mountain, setting that rebellious example that Master Xiaoshuang's heart waver for adventure at the mountain. Let's see. Night. Yeah, defo take a look. It's basically anime GTA from what the average description of it has been from people. I shall be lurking, gonna rest. Okay. Actually, I remember that there's a fourth Hoyo game, or actually a fifth, I think, in the works or something that was supposed to be set in Taiwan or something. Something more modern, urban-ish. I forget the details. Anyways, what slander? How could you know about the passing of time in the mountains or Master Xiaoxuang's state of mind while you've been guarding Sweebian Temple all these years? I know for sure this is about seeking one's true heart. It's like the protagonist of that pre-manual I've been studying, Sword Ascending the Nine Heavens, even knowing the path is rough. I shall forge ahead with both sword and heart. Such spirit. How similar it is to my own noble quest for breaking the world outside the mountain to seek my path and overcome tribulation. Both are acts of pure romance. How magnificent, how splendid. Have you forgotten what Master Xiaoguang carries? The Xingming sword, a deadly weapon that drinks memories and devours the five senses. Well, yes, I know. I humbly believe that only by tasting all the world's delicacies and witnessing all of life's splendors can one achieve true enlightenment to resist the sword's side effects. This is tempering one's sword heart through the mortal experiences. Okay. You never used to talk like this before. How many cultivation web novels did you read? It's so cheesy, it's making my bamboo components get goosebumps. You, what do you know? This is called scholarly elegance. You weren't always so old-fashioned and long-winded. The two bamboo lock eyes glaring at each other and puffed up with anger, neither willing to back down.
Yeah.
Better not interrupt. Okay. I should go for Xiaoxuang instead. I think I've said it like 5 different times now.
Yeah, he did say something interesting there, like something I've been pondering of recently. the Lee and all that. You all about purity of souls and such, or the things in those areas. Like, sure, you can have a person that has never done anything wrong ever, but there's a problem with that.
Yeah. They may be pure, but even pure ore needs to be refined.
Yeah, for they would never. Like, they may understand they should not do that, but they will not understand. They may not understand why they should not do some things, but not fully understand why they shouldn't. Compared to someone who has done the mistakes and learned from these mistakes and become a better person from there.
Yeah.
So, question is, it's one of those moments where people seem almost feel like they debate what's better, but I kind of wonder, isn't it better to have someone that has done the mistakes and learned from mistakes to improve themselves?
Yeah.
So,
I'm not too sure how applicable this may be, but innocence may not always mean purity.
Yeah, and also we say, when it comes to characters like her, like just lock them away, I feel like that actually does more harm.
Yeah, because that just develops a hunger for the outside world, which means they're more likely to be reckless with their discovery of things and such.
Indeed. So we'll say, I'm more in mindset of experience in life, learn from it, and you will learn wisdom from it. Like, you can read and such and learn wisdom from that, but I mean, a bit of a read and experience, both are good combination. Just relying on just one or the other is a bit bad, for you don't get the full picture. If you want to go one way or the other, you need kind of do a bit of both, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think there's someone here who could use a bit of extra wisdom, seeing as she's not fully looking where she's going with her phone out like that.
Yeah, I'm glad I never have used the phone for many years, like when it came out, but I've never done that. The only time I take up my phone during a walk is when someone called me, but if I see I'm approaching like a, where you walk across the road when there's cars and such, I just wait. I may not walk over a street until I'm done with the phone, or I will wait onto this phone until after I walked over the street.
Yeah, if I have my phone in hand when walking around, at best I treat it similar to like how you're expected to be when driving a car or such. Most people think you just have to look forward and such, but technically you actually, or at least to pass the driving tests, and technically it should be expected of you while driving normally as well, you're supposed to be glancing at the mirrors every few seconds or so. So whenever I have my phone in hand out on the street, I just glance up and down between constantly.
Yeah, but most of the time I walk, here's the thing, I don't surf on my phone. I only use my phone to text or call. That's it. Over the many years since introduction with the cell phone, I never moved past that.
Xiao Guang stands alone silently, her red ribbon as striking as when she first walked in Swabian Temple. Only now she seems weighed down by many unspoken thoughts.
Morning, Senior Xiao Guang.
Okay, so they'd have it right there.
Morning. Wait, why Senior all of a sudden? Oh, I was just thinking of when we first met. You really liked it when I called you Senior. Now that you don't have to keep your identity hidden, we might as well bring it back. It really suits you. All right, Junior Bell.
I never get used to that.
Senior Xiao Guang.
A faint smile softens Xiao Guang's face. Let's see.
I'd better keep Xiao Guang occupied and make sure she doesn't go off on her own until Yishuan Shifu gets here.
Wasn't it said Yishuan before? Why is she dropping the Y this time? Or have I been misreading it constantly?
The weather's really nice today. Wanna go for a walk with me? Come to think of it, I haven't had the chance to show you around yet.
Then I'll be counting on you as my guide.
Should we head out now? Need to prep anything? Alright, I prepared some casual clothes for Xiao Guang based on various lifestyle preference analysis reports. Yep, there goes another one. Maybe I should persuade Xiao Guang to change into them now. It might help lift her moods. When I change into something casual, it might be a nice change of mood. Casual? Right now? After explaining to Xiao Guang, though she's a bit shy, she still nods gently and goes back to her room to change into the dress.
Wait,
Okay.
wait, I'm confused. She got a bit shy to the idea of casual clothing, and now she wears the... Why are you blushing? This is fine. Like, yeah, sure, it's a bit... how to say this? Not flashy. It's well decorated and all that, but it's not as revealing as the other one, so...
Yeah. After changing clothes, Xiao Guang's eyes hold a mix of sweet awkwardness and a subtle hint of anticipation. That dress looks great on you. You look... Really? That's a relief. I was worried I might seem too childish, not quite fitting for a senior. You look super sweet and approachable now. Now, we're all ready, let's get going. Now, to be honest, Fufu is Belle's senior, and, well, we know now how Fufu gets treated often, and, well, is perceived.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, there is something that popped up. Let's see. Yeah, our bond, the bond rate with Yishuan leveled up enough that, well, she's looking for a video or so. Yeah, let's see. I remembered an old movie, Heart Sutra of Blazing Fire. There are scenes of mystic arts and techniques. It might prove useful for you. Really? Thank you, Shifu. I just happened to have a moment and thought I should mention it. The movie is really interesting. Sometimes when you watch something again, you find new insights. Let's watch together when you're free. No problem. I should have that movie in storage. Let's watch it together whenever you're free, Shifu. Okay, it's a plan. I'll go with you to 6th Street when you're free. Okay, typically with these, it's always been, do you have this movie? Can I rent it and such? And then Belle ends up inviting them to watch it there. This time it's the other way around, that Yishuan immediately plans for it to be watched together.
Sweet. Also, before I forget, I'm fine with the phones having internet and cameras and such, folks. I just feel like, I think I said it before, like, I think people turn phones a bit too much to a computer. But technically, I'm kind of fine with it. I just text and call with a regular phone. My only problem is how I see people handle that. Like, they don't watch when they're walking. Like, they focus too much on the phone when they should be driving, or focus too much on the phone when they should make sure they look at the street lights and all that.
Yeah.
Like, that's my problem.
Another missing voice line. Yumcha-sin. From the looks of it, it's a pretty big tea house.
Yeah, it's always packed. They've got the hottest gossip, and the food's amazing. Wanna check it out, Xiaogong?
Sounds great.
I once came here for a banquet with some big shots. But between you and me, the food they served those VIPs wasn't nearly as good as their regular dishes.
Oh, really?
Oops. I hope no one heard that. Sweetie, how's it going? I hope business is booming. Got any recommendations today?
Another regular customer. Welcome! Is this young lady a friend of yours? She's got the aura of a true connoisseur. Would you like to try our seasonal special?
I could faintly smell some osmanthus in the air. How lovely.
That would be our Moonvale Osmanthus cake, fresh out of the oven. They're made with the very first golden blossoms picked just this morning. Soft, sweet, melts in your mouth. I guarantee it's a taste you'll never forget.
Okay, after stream, I might go get some cake.
I have to ask, have you heard her talk before?
A few times, yeah. I
forgot,
think.
For some reason, I thought she must sound younger. Yeah, but that voice, yeah, she's definitely an adult.
Yeah, I think we heard. Yeah, they're short, like Fufu being small.
Yeah, I think she's taller than Fufu a bit, but at least by her figure, she would not be mistaken for a child.
Yeah.
Especially not with that voice.
I think we definitely heard her speak during one of our first visits in the area.
Yeah, true.
Just,
I guess
we were both caught off guard by how she sounded then as well.
I'm sure we were caught off. I think we got more caught off with the one working for her.
Now I'm kind of hoping that eventually we get like a character that sounds like the sisters of Marge Simpson, the one that sound like they smoked an entire coal mine.
No,
because they
please,
did.
That kind of sounds painful.
Osmanthus cakes always bring back memories of loved ones. This batch is limited, reserved for only our regular customers. And you won't find it on the banquet menu.
Okay, I just removed my glasses to try and adjust it a bit, and apparently one of the pads that's supposed to keep it away from your nose is missing. Okay.
So you had metal poking your.
Let's see. Where is the backup?
That sounds
backup around here.
That sounds kind of painful. Oh,
And
it is
more
uncomfortable.
annoying, where? Yep, right. I look around furthest and I find it the closest. Where is? No, that's the holder for this one. Where did I leave the other one then? I know I got a 2 for one thing. I should get this repaired soon. Should not be pricey. It's just a tiny little nuisance bit. Where the hell did I leave the other one then? Like, it's not that I'm completely blind without my glasses, but it's still better to, well, wear them than not.
Yeah, sense.
There.
Are you close or far-sighted?
I actually forget which it was, but things do seem a bit hazy further out, so I guess that means short-sighted.
Yeah. Which means
secondary
like,
pair.
it could be by computer fine, depending how bad it is, but it will depend on the situation. It will make you need to be very face up close to the monitor, and that is not good, and it will also strain your eyes and it could cause you to get headaches and such.
Small adjustments, so it's not touching my nose.
Especially in context of that we are streamed for a very long time, so yeah you need glasses for us to stream for, otherwise you will likely get a migraine after maybe 30 minutes.
Okay, after stream I'll have to go check if I can get that repaired then. Okay.
Weren't they new? Weren't those glasses new or something?
They are, yeah, so it is a bit odd that the little protection bit just seems to have vanished so easily.
Yeah, it hopefully should still be under a guarantee
warranty
thing or something.
Warranty.
You're right.
So she heard us.
Osmanthus cake. Belle, would you like to try it?
Osmanthus cake is often used as a symbol of remembrance. Xiaogong must be thinking about Senior Ye again. Sure. After smelling the aroma before we even walked in, how could we resist? Just hearing you describe it already made me want to eat some.
I guarantee you'll be satisfied. We have seats upstairs. This way.
Exclusive antique appraisals workshop.
There's something about... Right. I think I know what made me a bit surprised. It's just
Oh.
not the clothes, slightly glasses, I guess, and not the voice, but I think one of the things that surprised me was her name. Like, is that her actual name?
Probably not.
Yeah, but
More,
then you
more
have to
likely a
ask-
nickname.
Yeah, that just makes me strange. Like, we have heard Sweetie as a nickname many times before, but not every day you see someone actually have it as an actual, that everyone calls her that, like a actual name almost.
That actually reminds me a bit about something. I don't know how common it exactly is, but sometimes I think in media, more Eastern-like characters' names whose normal name sounds or is written similar to like a more English word will often take that as a nickname or so. Like I believe at Rama 1 half, a lot of the Eastern character or a lot of the Chinese characters' names are actually supposed to be a bit portmanteaued of actual Chinese style names. Like there's the character Shampoo, which also just a joke that her name is basically Shampoo. But I believe that is supposed to be split up as more Shan and then P-O or P-O-U or something like that. But it's basically melded together as Shampoo. Or Shampoo or something like that.
Yeah, I almost forgot their names that are a bit silly at times.
It could be a similar thing with Sweetie here. But which two words that would be melded together like that, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious the background for, again, it is kind of unique of a name. Like, normally you call someone Sweetie, Dolly, Honey, and all that. That usually doesn't become, well, like this, their name. Like this, like,
Okay.
it doesn't become on this level.
Let's see. The second floor is bustling. What do you say? Wanna head up and check it out? That was Sweetie talking again. Let's check the second floor.
Come on, over here! Come take a look!
The storyteller. Yeah, storyteller.
They talk about Fufu.
Let's see. What's talking? Who's talking about Fufu, or what? Do you mean more like the chatter going on around, or?
Yeah, I heard one of the MCs verbally mention Fufu.
Okay. Let's see. The storyteller's voice resonates through the air with powerful energy. Soon the tale reaches its climax. But listening carefully to the content, the protagonist of his story happens to be Zhao Xuan. Is it the gentleman talking about me? Let's keep listening together. The storyteller recounts Xiao Guang's tales at Yingguan Summit with great relish, words flowing like a river, as if they had been there to witness it all firsthand. That's an exaggeration. This storyteller's making it sound so dramatic when, with all those embellishments. This is so embarrassing. I'm dying here. Oh, right, let's hurry and try those osmanthus cakes Sweetie mentioned. They'll sell out if we wait too long. Come on, let's go! The storyteller is still up on stage, talking up a storm, completely oblivious that the protagonist of his tale just ran off in panic.
And leading the charge was Yonghui Summit's most renowned disciple, Ye Shun Guang.
Okay, so that was him talking. I thought that was just chatter from all of the tables coming around or so.
No, it was from him, I think. We were hearing all that, but
The
bloody heck!
had been scheming for a long time. How could it be unprepared?
Looks like Uncle Kai's drafts, a story about Xiao Guang.
And a
Dear audience, the Yishan Shifu from Yunkwei Summit I just mentioned possesses unparalleled skill on par with the Void Hunters, keeping peace in Waifu, or Wai-Fei. I messed that up for it. Managed to dodge that for so freaking long.
I was expecting you to say Wi-Fi at some point, but you finally said waifu.
Her brother, Miss Xiao Guang.
No, that's what I call a living legend. Okay, she's not a Void Hunter herself, but she is considered on par with them. However, do you all think that Yishuan Shifu has been holding up the mighty Yunkwei Summit all by herself? That, my dear audience, is not the case. When we bring up the younger generation of Yunkwei Summit, you cannot bring up Yishuan Shifu's unique and incredibly gifted disciple, Xiaoguang.
Holding back to avoid hurting him.
Young Miss Xiaoguang, how old might she be? Prepare to be shocked. She inherited the legendary Qingming sword, feared across the world, when she was just a child. Such talent is absolutely unheard of. Word is, even Yishuan Shifu has to stay on her toes when sparring with her. One slip of focus and bam! His little disciple's wild, unpredictable moves might just force her Shifu to show her real skills. That's why word's been spreading all over Yunkwei Summit. This girl's potential is limitless. Give her time and she'll be better than her teachers ever were. Of course, not only do we have the remarkable Miss Xiaoguang, but also her brother, the most senior brother of the younger generation of Yunkwei Summit. Yes, Yishuan, who is quite the rising star himself. Now, you might be wondering, since the siblings were taken in by Yunkwei Summit together, shouldn't Master Xiaoguang be right after her brother in the hierarchy of seniority? But actually, there's a disciple named Pan Yinhu between them. Well, there's a fun story to be told here too. Back in the day, Yunkwei Summit opened its gates to take in orphans, gathering talented folks from all over. As luck would have it, the Yi siblings and young Pan Yinhu arrived at the temple gates at almost the exact same time. All promising talents, all wanting to become disciples under Yishuan Shifu. But who is more senior? How should they be ranked? Yishuan Shifu, being the straight shooter she is, thought this was too much of a headache to figure out, so she just waved her hand and drew lots. Really?
Bloody hell.
Honestly speaking, we should have fully expected that. Also, I'm half tempted to mute the game audio with this in editing because he just keeps chattering.
Here's the thing, I noticed it, like, all the times in other areas and other games we've seen, where they have people talking in the background, it's fine, like this from a commercial thing and such, you're usually able to just ignore it. Or you're in a marketplace, you can hear folks, but you don't kind of ignore it yourself, or it's so low, or in a tone, you don't need to pay attention to it too much.
Yeah.
But here,
it's being a bit much.
He's kind of overpowering the environment.
Yeah, but he is a storyteller, so he has to speak over everyone else, so... But yeah, we'll see if I'll edit it out or lower the volume. Let's see. Young Master Yishuan seemed super eager to become a senior disciple, and I heard young Yishuan was nice enough to let her go first. But talk about bad luck. She drew the character for Junior. It's written like he was really there to see everything firsthand. Let's stop reading for now. He probably doesn't really appreciate us just standing next to him, going through his documents.
Wait. There we go. I thought, wait, did he just turn silent now? I was thinking.
You shared your mantis cakes with Xiaoguang.
So, what do you think?
I was gonna ask you the same. It's fragrant, sweet, and soft. Here, have a few more pieces.
Osmanthus cake goes best with tea. The tea helps to cleanse the palate. I wonder if some memories are like tea leaves that drift to the bottom of the cup, sinking so deep that they never surface again.
That sounds more like them being suppressed. The depths of Xiaoguang's eyes carry a mix of hope and anxiety. Very hard to read.
Memories aren't like reflections in a teacup. Even when the tea leaves sink to the bottom, they can still float back up if something stirs them one day.
It's nothing. It just
Too early.
feels like time's been slipping by so fast.
Miss, is the taste of our Moonvale osmanthus cake to your satisfaction? It's your first time here. I hope you'll forgive us if the service falls short.
You're too kind, Miss Sweetie. The cake is excellent. Sweet, but not cloying. The osmanthus fragrance blends beautifully without overwhelming the rice's natural flavor. It melts in the mouth and is baked the perfect amount of time to bring out both texture and aroma.
Okay, so it's a sort of rice cake?
Yeah, those sound tasty. And those sound like something I've been experimenting. Like, when I'm doing my food nowadays, I add spices and such now and then. But I try to. Yeah, it's kind of get experimental at times. Like, okay, how much of that we're gonna add this time? Then I either feel like, okay, that. If something was a bit too overwhelming, just remove everything else. I feel like. Depending on what I'm making is either a failure or success.
Yeah, one of the big tips I've certainly heard for cooking is to taste at basically every step along the way, not just at the end and so.
Yeah, do not. Sometimes you can't do that always, and well, I will refuse to eat something raw.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So that what he says is true. Just
Do
don't
it
do
when
that when
it's-
it's something.
Yeah, do it only when it's in safe stages.
Yes, that. And it's going to be something like just a condiment, like mustard and such. Is basically put it on, eat, remember how it went, then remember till next time what to do if you found the correct or wrong amount you want to try to mix. Like,
Yeah.
I guess nowadays, like a honey mustard is tasty, but there's one problem with honey mustard.
It goes bad quick.
No, at least not the one I have. It overpowers everything.
That actually reminds me, like, you know those little packets of sauce you typically get with certain, when you buy stuff at like snack bars and such, or just at other places sometimes?
I never bought anything from a snack bar, I'm sorry. I don't even know what's counted as a snack bar.
But yeah, basically those small sauce packages, one little combo I like to make with those was to get one medium-sized mayo package, mix that together with a small mustard package, and then add a small, like a teaspoon of honey to that to make a quick and dirty honey mustard sauce.
I might try that. I
But,
already had mustard, mayo, and all that, so...
Yeah, I can also just use
Yes,
that.
please.
If I remember correctly, the proportions would be about twice as much, or 2/3 mayo, 1/3 mustard, and yeah, just honey to taste. But yeah, change the proportions of that to your own taste and such. Let's
Oh
see.
dear.
A true connoisseur. You've nailed it exactly.
Hardly. I just like making desserts myself every now and then. If I had to guess, in addition to fresh osmanthus preserved in honey, you added a touch of roasted sticky rice powder to the filling? It gives the texture a bit more spring. And at the end, did you add a sprinkle of candied kumquat peel? There's a light citrus note that lingers.
Whoa, spot on!
Okay.
Sticky rice powder keeps it tender but gives it structure. And the candied kumquat peel is the final flourish. You're a true gourmet, miss. Impressive. Very impressive.
This is what we've been
Your
talking about.
scene always welcomes guests who appreciate the craft. Please, make yourself at home. I'll leave you two to it. Just call me if you need anything.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about. Like, those little details all most of the flavor. Sometimes do have other benefit, like making it hold up together better. And
Yeah.
when I liked when I was making eggs and such, I realized, oh, sriracha works well with eggs mixed up, since it actually makes it form into an omelette flawlessly. And the egg itself, yeah, it will still be spicy, but it will reduce the sriracha spiciness to a tolerable level that you can enjoy the actual flavor instead of just hot.
Yeah,
What's with Irish there? I think.
Yeah, I have it a bit similarly with hot and spicy pizzas, which, well, without garlic sauce added on top of that, which over here typically gets is included with it and all with every pizza about. But yeah, without the garlic sauce added to it, it is just it can just be painfully spicy. But the garlic sauce, besides adding flavor, also tempers the spiciness enough.
Yeah, I should probably say this for when it may make an omelette like this. 2 eggs, and surprisingly, I guess in like 1 food spoon of sriracha. It sounds a lot, but somehow the egg fixes that. So the sriracha is basically there to add some spice and flavor, but also to hold the eggs together when you turn them into an omelette. It basically looks like an orange pancake.
Okay, so similar to how egg needs to be mixed in with minced meat to make meatballs and such, because without that as a binding agent, it'll just fall apart.
Yeah, just in this case, it's the sriracha being the binding for the eggs.
Okay, I'll need to try that at some point.
Yeah. But I will say this, I can see people, if people were to look at you doing that, they probably go concerned, wonder, how much sriracha is adding? Meanwhile, the egg just fixes the rest. But it would look terrifying for most at first.
Let's see, so basically like Ben. This looks dangerous, but the moment you get to know him, he turns out to be a big teddy bear.
Le Ben?
Ben.
Oh, you may... How you said Ben, I would have fine, but somebody you said Le Ben. I thought, who the heck is Le Ben?
Ben Bigger. From Bellabog. Anyways, Sweetie leaves with a smile on her face.
Xiaoguang, you even know all that? You're like an expert.
I wouldn't call myself an expert. I used to watch Senior Inhu cook back at Yunquei Summit. I thought it was fun, so I picked up a little here and there. Later, I started experimenting with some desserts of my own.
Okay.
But at first, the things I made were really something else. My brother, Shifu, Senior Fufu, and Senior Inhu all ended up as my first victims.
And we're live again.
Screenshot, please.
Yeah, give me a sec. Okay, there and there. Okay, that should drop us right where we just were. Yep. Okay. Yep. Controller needs to reconnect. Okay. Yep. We can skip through most of this.
I was gonna ask you this
Back to
last
where
night.
we about were.
Best with tea. I wonder.
Saw this.
Miss, is the taste...
You're too kind, Miss.
Yep, they'll have to snip these together. Just
I had to
actually, it's the second day in a row that this happens now. Though yesterday the Wi-Fi still managed to get a connection.
Xiaoguang, you...
Now I can take call me so you don't accidentally skip too far.
First, the things I made. My
Yeah,
brother would
first
always
victims,
tease
yeah.
me, saying eating my desserts was part of his training, tempering the mind through hardship.
Oh yeah, you definitely know I'm good as tutorial, but it seems like I missed a bit then.
Oh, that is what this feature is for.
Oh, thank goodness.
But at first, the things I made were really something else. My brother, Shifu, Senior Fufu, and Senior Inhu all ended up as my first victims.
Oh.
Hello again, Aurora.
Hello.
Okay. Oh, I'll need to look into what might be causing stuff like this. Like, I've tried to look into things before with this, but all the previous supposed fixes never worked, so
Yeah,
maybe there's something new discovered.
It seems to be more common. When we get the more close to the summer we get to, the more common this damn thing. Like some issues seems to be they have basically seasonal. Like it depends on what time of the year it is. Which is again, this is one of the moments where I actually start to wonder if machine spirits are a thing.
And the stupid thing is that it's not that the entire house loses internet, it's just my fucking PC specifically.
See?
My
Exactly
PC.
what I mean.
Yep, right. So either there is something up with a component in my computer, or maybe a port in the router is... if that was the case, it wouldn't... It is likely something in my computer itself, but I've just been unable to find what the hell it is. Maybe I'll just have to hand it over to the repair shop so they can take a look, but that would, well, leave me without the computer for a few days and cost me another 50.
Yeah, again. Could also be okay, maybe isn't the internet cable you need a new one off or something?
If that were the case, it wouldn't be solved by just restarting things. Anyways.
Senior Ye is such a gentle person. He must have been even more patient with you.
Yeah. He always looked out for me. Even though he was just a kid himself, he'd always give in to me, and he almost never got angry.
Also, Oscar sleeping on the bed.
He taught me so much. I still remember when I first arrived at Yunquay Summit. I was mischievous, made a big mistake, and just hid. I was too scared to face anyone. My brother was the one who found me. He didn't scold me. He just asked, an elder at the end of his years, and a young man with his whole life ahead of him, if you could only save one of them, which do you choose? In a famine, a single bag of grain could keep a person alive, but a rare manuscript carries the wisdom of centuries. If only one can be preserved, which do you choose? And when facing a calamity, do you cling to safety and protect yourself? Or do you stand and fight to save others, even against impossible odds? Which do you choose?
Why did he ask such a difficult question? There's no clear answer.
Yeah. I was so young I didn't know what to say, and it made me want to cry. Those questions felt cruel, like they were tearing my heart apart. But my brother said it wasn't about a clear answer. It was about seeing what you truly want to protect, and understanding its weight. He told me that our parents always said, the hardest part isn't making the choice, it's living with it afterward.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
perfect path in this world. Some choices are responsibilities we have to shoulder. When the time comes, be brave. Do what must be done, and you'll carve your way through the thorns onto your own path. I didn't fully understand what he meant back then. I'm not even sure if I do now.
He really put a lot of thought into what he said. I'm sure he'd be glad knowing you could reflect on it so calmly now.
I trust him, just as he trusts me. Right now, my brother has his own reasons for what he has to do. And I have my own reason for why I have to find him. Sorry, I've been rambling again.
You can always tell me these things. I'm your junior after all.
At a time like this, you feel more like the senior. I've got to do better as your senior so you can rely on me more. Like you said, you're my precious junior after all. Let's talk about something more cheerful. Everyone's been working so hard lately. Banyue Shifu, Dylan, Ningqian, you, and the others at Swabian Temple. I want to thank everyone properly. What do you think about me putting together a thank you dinner and gathering everyone around the fire for the night?
That's a great idea. Everyone's been looking forward to your cooking. I'll let Dylan, Banyue Shifu, and Ningqian know right away. Once Senior Song Tao and the others are back from their investigation, I'll pass it on to them too.
All right, it's about time I express my gratitude. Let's go!
As Xiao Guang and you leave Yamjia Sin, preparing to head back to Swabian Temple. Over there, it's Senior Qingyang and Senior Songtao. Looks like we've got new intel. Hey, come on, let's go check it out. Okay.
The uniforms, like... Okay. Hers costs a little bit more, but it's... How to say this? Very,
Form-fitting.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that there's the tail spots for Tyrants as well there.
Yeah, we know why it's there, but in some ways it kind of makes it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he has that as well, but,
like, both look like they could be some of those soft pants that works damn good for yoga and such. This is fine, just, I never understood people wearing those pants outdoors in public. Like, if you're like, doing that in a gym or at home, fine. But having pants that's so tight and you're out of a walk in a city or something? Like, I know people say they hate when people stare at them.
well,
will
certain people
automatically-
do love it.
Yeah, but if you don't want people to stare, maybe don't wear something that may actually draw attention.
Also, something I noticed, if I can draw a bit of attention to it. No, we're not doing feet pics again, but those go underneath the foot as well, like, I forget what those are called, but like the kind of things that Scrooge McDuck wears, where it just also goes underneath the foot and such.
Yeah, as it is. When it comes to clothing, I say dress what you feel comfortable with and what feels, well, comfortable.
Yeah.
But do also take into consideration what the law is within the area.
Junior Bell, Xiaoguang.
You're back! Is everyone alright? Any progress in the investigation?
Don't worry, everyone's fine. We ran into a little trouble on the way, but we managed to find some leads.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone. You've worked so hard.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, they've been investigating the old mining sites.
Don't mention it. It's our duty as Swabian Temple disciples. Xiaoguang, I'm glad you're feeling better. Thanks to you, Junior Bell.
Thanks to all of you. Xiao Guang was just saying how hard you've all been working, and she wants to host a small thank you dinner at Swabian Temple tonight. She'll even do the cooking. She's planning to invite everyone for a cozy evening chat around the fire.
Haha, a gathering by the fire, with Xiaoguang's cooking no less.
Yeah, my cooking isn't the greatest, but I hope you'll join us.
That's really thoughtful of you, Xiaoguang, but I'm afraid we can't tonight.
Oh?
Don't worry, we have good news. Thanks to the intel you gave us, we pinned down several key spots tied to the abnormal miasma fluctuations. We've even found leads on the ancient array. Some disciples have already been stationed at the old mining site. The full report's been sent to Yishuan Shifu. She should be coming to Waifei soon to help.
To ensure everyone's safety, we'll rotate disciples to guard the key locations, keeping a close watch for anything suspicious. Xiaoguang, as the wielder of the Qingming sword, your role is too important. Until Yishuan Shifu arrives, please, stay here in the temple and keep yourself safe. Leave the investigation to us.
That's just going to lead to her wanting to do it more, huh?
Likely.
You guys take it easy tonight. When this is all over, we'll celebrate together properly, okay?
But
Come on now, don't feel bad. This was everyone's choice. We all have something we want to protect. Waifei Peninsula's peace, the safety of our disciples. Only when you're safe, Shaoguang, can we carry out our mission without worry. Protecting you is protecting the future for all of us. So now, how about a smile?
okay, I understand.
That's better. We'll get Bowlion and go switch shifts with the others now. See you later.
Song Tao, Yingguang, and Bolian head off full of spirits.
Don't worry, Xiaogong. We're finally starting to see some progress. That's a good sign.
Yeah, let's head back too. I still need to figure out what to cook tonight.
Xiaoguang takes the first step towards Rebin Temple. Her back straight and steady, the setting sun casts a long shadow behind her, echoing the tangled feelings in her heart. Meanwhile, in an unassuming corner of Phelan Heights, Dylan and Zhao are exchanging intel.
Here, the intel on Sarah. Grew up in an orphanage near a hollow. When the place got shut down by the city, she vanished for a few years. Then reappeared for a couple months before disappearing again. The next time she showed her face publicly, she was already moving under the banner of the Exaltists.
Vanished for a few years?
Here's where it gets interesting. Word is, during those few months when she reappeared, she stormed into Hand headquarters multiple times, insisting she was part of some special investigation squad under HSO.
Okay.
Wait, who they're talking about
Every
again?
member but her was wiped out
Sarah.
in an accident. But Hand said no such squad ever existed. No record of her anywhere either.
Okay, so either she was bullshitting, or, well, they were off the records.
Huh. A ghost squad that doesn't exist? When you spend your days fielding customer complaint calls, little stories like that are the highlight of the shift. And stories like that always go one of two ways. Either the woman lost her mind, or the squad's whole purpose was to be buried from the start.
So you think there's something fishy here too?
It's just a guess. And I wouldn't dare spread anything that sounds like slander against the city administration. Besides, this information doesn't really help us with what we're trying to find out.
Fair enough. A woman forever without a place to belong, falling into some delusion's embrace. A textbook tragic story. Nothing worth dwelling on. What is worth our attention is the creator she clings to. More and more signs point to something hidden in the hollow that we don't understand yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, wait.
I've already reported to the boss. We'll just have to wait for orders before making our next move.
Basically, what I've been talking about ever since we started streaming this game.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to remind you of something else. The higher-ups know about the abnormal miasma fluctuation, too. They don't want Waifei Peninsula destroyed. There's too much value here. Which means this mess is also part of your job now.
Those old men-at-tops really know how to hand out impossible missions. This was supposed to be a simple recovery job. Without me even realizing, I've been saddled with another thankless task.
That's the corporate life. No matter how high you climb up, the higher up will always look down on you.
I've already found out that the array described in the ancient tome dates back over 100 years. Built to suppress miasma. You're welcome, by the way.
Okay, so does that mean that hollows and miasma... Well, it must mean that hollows and miasma have been around for over a century.
Yeah. So I wouldn't call that the 100 years, over 100, that is kind of vague.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure, it could be an actual ancient book or just very old. Like, if it was like 1,000 years, then then that would be very much an ancient book at this point. Especially if it's older. But when you see over 100 years old, that's kind of the point where you go, is that really ancient or very, very old?
I know that things are considered antique when they are at least 50 years old or so. So I guess 100 year plus could count as ancient.
Yeah, we do know, we haven't talked about this in a while, that they did have basically a apocalypse.
Yeah.
And the
Like,
cities
now
we have...
Now I'm kind of curious what year it would be about in this world. Like 2000, 2100 somewhere?
Yeah, like... I'm gonna guess the reason we haven't gotten a lot of numbers about a lot of things is because... But partially I feel like they may have lost some of that... what the year is supposed to be and such. In the world. But also, it could also be the developers either being too lazy or they not decided themselves yet what it should be. Like, it could be one of those they left blank for now. Either they're gonna leave it blank or leave it blank until they decided what number to put there.
Let's see. Okay, I did a quick search here, and this is likely not entirely reliable. Let's see. Apparently, the Eridu era was started somewhere around 140 years ago in game. Okay, but what exactly does the Eridu era mean then? That everything other than Eridu was basically consumed and destroyed, or actually that might be that.
Yeah, Eridu was very much the last great city of a large city. Like, we do know the smaller towns and villages about, but only what you could call a large city is Eridu, but they have new Eridu due to what happened to the old Eridu.
Yeah. Let's see.
The array works by absorbing miasma. You just need to pour a large amount of ether energy into the core. But what most people don't know is, to keep the ethereal sealed inside from breaking loose, the array raises a barrier that traps whoever activates it. Which means anyone who becomes the key is essentially sacrificing themselves.
Yeshuan's parents once investigated the array, and he knows far more than his sister. Now it seems the secret lies deep within the old mining site. Could Sarah be planning to make Yeshuyun the key?
Probably.
It's not impossible. That means there's another way for your mission to kill two birds with one stone. I'm sure you've already thought of it.
Someone being loud with walking up the stairs. That's or rather their squeaky shoes being loud on the stairs. Let's see.
What if you find the array with them and get Banye to become the key? Use it to activate the array, suppress the miasma, and in doing so, drain its power dry. Then, when it can't hold out any longer, you step in and take its core. Simple as that. And that girl, Yeshuan Guang, I can tell you've taken a liking to her, even if you won't admit it. So, why not? You'd be protecting her brother while you're at it.
Yeah, a little manipulative little bitch.
What's wrong? You're hesitating?
No, it's just, as the one responsible for retrieving the core, I have to make absolutely sure it's secure.
Remember, the orders were clear. If recovery fails, destroy it on the spot. Unless you've got other concerns? Or should I say excuses? Don't tell me that fighting alongside him these past few days has caused you to have a change of heart. Now you feel sympathy towards him?
Sympathy? I don't waste sympathy on living humans, let alone on a killing machine that couldn't even pass a forbidden fruit test.
Okay, I'm pretty sure he, at the very least, appears to be sapient and sentient. So...
Yeah. I think he actually did pass it from what we saw earlier in a cutscene.
Yeah. They're probably thinking of him before he, beforehand. So they mightn't have fully realized that he actually is sapient.
Exactly. A killing machine. Whatever name it goes by now, it was created as a weapon of indiscriminate slaughter to suppress the miasma. Its nature won't change.
Or, well, that and what he likely inadvertently caused, though was not fully likely responsible for.
Dial in. As a Krampus judge, don't forget that.
Judging me with sentimental nonsense? You really do underestimate me, don't you, Senior Zhao? I'm just thinking the whole suppressing miasma angle might be a smokescreen. If the miasma in Limnian Hollow is actually receding, where's it going? Also, I heard another name from the dead at the old mining site. One that's been coming up a lot these past few days. Looks like someone else wants Banye gone. More desperately than we do.
What do you mean? Who?
That's a secret. For now, though, I won't let him die so easily until I figure out who's trying to use us. If we're going to dispose of him, it should be on our terms. As for the truth about Banyue I'm after, I'll give him a final choice. One with no room for lies or cover-ups.
Not long after, Dylan comes to a decision after receiving the invitation to the fireside gathering. As evening falls, lights flicker to life across Waifei Peninsula. In Swibian Temple's courtyard, the fire burns bright, the smell of food filling the air. Banyue, Dylan, and the others slowly arrive. Zhao Guan's thank you dinner is about to begin. Here we go. At the moment to load everything in. Okay. One thing I also like with this current chapter that we're on, or rather something throughout the entire season so far, is that it's clear that Swibian Temple is getting more and more disciples. Though I'm guessing most of those are coming down from the mountain, from Yunque Summit, because, well, there are people who have been that have been a part of it longer than Bell and Wise, since they're called senior and such. But it is nice to see just a faction being more than just their top members, or a faction where more than just their top members are taking part or being of assistance.
Indeed. And just think about something here now. What was it?
Oh.
No, what was it? I was about to say something. All right. No. Knight earlier said that he loves how well they've done the story, all that. Yes, I agree. The story is damn good still.
Yeah.
The only issue is I noticed again due to they should not have bragged. This was an actual issue with them crunching overtime so many times.
Yeah.
But what they should just have delayed is yeah, we've seen some voice lines
missing.
Either they lost or they forgot to have it recorded. And it also had some optimization issues. It seemed to be work better now.
Yeah. Though that could have in part been because of, well, my old processor overheating due to the water cooling failing.
Yeah.
I honestly think it was probably that.
Very likely.
Let's see.
But still, yeah. I hope in the future that they keep up the good work, but also allow themselves to have some briefing room so they can do it proper.
Yeah. Let's see. The fireside gathering is being prepared. So let's go see what Zhao Guang has in store for us. Okay.
Actually, I just realized something. This is probably an even bigger reason they need to calm down. Since they are working with voice actors.
Yeah.
Since, yeah, voice actors are very busy.
Yeah. Perfect timing. Come help me check what else we need. Need help? No, you've all done so much for me. I promised I'd treat you guys properly this time. Just relax and don't worry about it. All you gotta do is make sure to finish everything. Pretend to sneak a bite. Zhao Guang widens her eyes and puffs up her cheeks in mock anger, unable to hide the laughter dancing in her eyes. No way. If you sneak a bite now, it won't be a surprise later. Yeah, can you wait just a bit longer? Pretend to be disappointed. You feel a warm sensation in your palm as something round is pressed into it. A peeled roasted chestnut glazed with caramel. Okay. Shh, just this one piece. Have a taste, but keep it secret, okay? This is your exclusive taste tester privilege. When the banquet starts, remember to act like it's your first time tasting it. Otherwise my reputation as the iron-faced impartial head chef will be ruined. Zhao Guang looks like she's about to go back to her work, her mood seemingly lifted by this small gesture. She even starts humming a little tune. That sweet chestnut, secretly shared, becomes a silent little secret of the moment. Oh, we can talk to Weiss. Belle, when you guys mentioned having a late-night gathering, I thought we'd just grab some takeout and hang out. Just sit around, eat, chat. Wow, Zhao Guang really went all out. Someone said she wants to thank everyone properly. Didn't expect to get so much done in such a short time. The table's packed, Zhao Guang's arranged everything so neatly that I'm kinda embarrassed to bring out the ready-made meals I secretly bought. Better stay quiet. I'll just wait to feast on Zhao Guang's cooking tonight. Okay, there's nothing wrong with ready-made meals and such, but it's typically a good idea to personalize them a bit. Like, let's be honest, a lot of easy make, a lot of stuff that you can buy at supermarkets that's basically ready to go has been prepared way in advance, so it probably doesn't have as much taste anymore, if any at all. So yeah, just a good idea to add your own stuff and such.
Yeah, some do it rather well.
True.
And if provided the meat or something is made within the same country and such. Those, I think, have been, so far, from my experience, been more actually good in quality and such.
This is now reminding me of, I doubt it's the exact same thing, but one of the local supermarkets sells something called bapao, which is very similar to these things with the filling and such. And in general, they are pretty reasonable, but yeah, I hadn't tried them in a long time, and I do have to say that upon first trying them again, it was rather disappointing to how little taste there was to it.
Was it
from probably try to make those myself.
Or restaurant?
A store.
Yeah, since I guess these were those were imported from a different country altogether. Yeah, then it may lose a lot of flavor.
I'm not sure where they might be made. Let's see. If they were imported, the price probably would have been a lot higher. And then there was also... Okay, sounds like we've got an unexpected visitor. I may need to go say hi for a bit for that. Let's see. On the large round table, warm orange charcoal flames dance in a small stove, roasting and making fruits and nuts sizzle and crackle. The cozy aroma fills the air as their edges turn into an enticing golden crisp. Okay, now I need... The next time that we have... I don't know what the exact name for it is supposed to be, because the actual word that we use is also used for something else in English. It's called gourmetten, which is basically making your own gourmet stuff. It is sort of like this, where just a plate on above a fire, you put butter and then bits of meat and vegetables on that. Maybe next time that we do that, I should try adding on a bit of fruit. See how that works.
Try some nuts as well. Just make sure there's no squirrels around.
The aroma of fragrant tea wafts from the rustic clay pots, while plump char sweepons glisten with amber oil. The plate of meticulously arranged osmanthus cakes stand like a quiet gesture of thoughtfulness, especially captivating to the eye.
Please come this way.
Okay. Yeah, of course he can't really.
There's something I want to discuss with you.
What is it, Banyu Ishifu?
It's Xiaoguang. She has a lot on her mind. By hosting the dinner tonight, I fear she's already come to a decision of her own. The abnormal miasma fluctuation is strange, and the road ahead will likely be perilous. I don't want to see her walk into danger. She seems to place great trust in you. If it's your advice, she might listen. Could I trouble you to speak with her again and persuade her to stay here in the temple and keep herself out of danger? That would be the safest course.
Okay, I'll try to talk to her again. But Banyu Ishifu, I've been thinking, treating Xiaoguang like she's a fragile piece of glass to be sheltered away, is that really what's best for her? The Qingming sword, the rest of us, we should be the ones to protect her. But more often than not, we've been holding her back.
The Qingming sword is unlike any other weapon. That's why you're the only one I can bring this to.
No.
My, oh my. What a touching request.
With a voice laced with barbs and a half smile that doesn't reach her eyes, Dylan cuts into the conversation.
But tell me, Banyu Shifu, don't you think your words sound especially cruel when talking about someone your algorithms once deemed as expendable, while you stood by and watched her parents consumed by the miasma?
Okay, someone came to stir trouble today.
Looks like you didn't know that yet, huh, Proxy? Allow me to introduce our oh-so-gentle, reliable Banyu Shifu. His codename is Purge Unit Type 0, one of TOPS' secret machines built for suppressing miasma. And by suppressing, the most efficient way was, of course, indiscriminate slaughter. Before he put on this harmless, good guy facade, he was TOPS' sharpest, most merciless killing machine. After a botched mission, TOPS discarded him, left him to rot in the hollow. Somehow, someone picked him up and patched him back together, so he could wear the guise of something less monstrous, hiding among people. People trusted him, relied on him, even treated him as a companion with a heart. But 10 years ago, when the miasma outbreak consumed the old mining site, he stood by and watched countless lives swallowed whole. And Xiaoguang's parents were among them. Back when you went to Silum Bay looking for survivors, why do you think those people reacted to Banyu with such outrage, such hatred?
Banyu Shifu, is this all true?
The marks from the past can't be erased. That much is certain.
The past? Such a tidy word for confession. Then tell me, back then, when you failed to save those people, was it because of your so-called algorithmic logic? Suppress the miasma at all costs. The absolute order that made you treat human life like it was nothing. Does it still run somewhere deep in your core? That kind, gentle mask you wear, is it real? Or is it just a performance for us and for your own conscience? So you can forget the blood on your hands even for just a moment? Silence. The reply I hate the most. I don't even know anymore. Am I speaking to a remorseful person trying to atone? Or to a machine that couldn't even pass the forbidden fruit test? Am I just wasting my breath?
Suffocating silence hangs in the air, until Xiaoguang's bright voice cuts through the icy tension.
Ah, there you are. Banyue Shifu, could you give me a hand? This old stove is the bane of my...
I'll be right there.
Banyue leaves, his back still like a mountain, his steps steady and unshaken.
Relax. I have no intention of telling Xiaoguang about the past. It would only breed hatred and chaos.
Okay, but why bring it up during all of this in the first place then?
Krampus wants something from Banyue. The simplest way to get it would have been to tell Xiaoguang outright. Let her despise him, resent him, or put him to use. Make him the key.
Key?
According to the ancient tome, to activate the array and suppress the miasma, all you need is a powerful, ever-flowing ether energy source placed in the center of the array. He fits the bill, doesn't he? Once a killing machine, an energy monster in his own right. Sacrificing a machine that failed the forbidden fruit test to secure Wi-Fi Peninsula's peace? Perhaps that makes the guilt easier to bear for everyone. But now...
Yeah, why are you telling all of this?
But why now? Dylan, why are you telling me all this? Those things you said before about the truth. Don't tell me you're deliberately trying to guilt-trip Banyue Shifu into...
Whether he truly has a heart or not, his actions will give me the answer. I told you, there's something about him I need to verify. As a Krampus judge, my duty is to drag everything hidden, false, or twisted into the light. To reach the end of truth, no matter the cost, no matter the means. Proxy, a word of advice. No matter how harsh the truth, it's still better than drowning in a sweet, comforting lie.
There is truth to those words as well, yeah? But a big question about Banyue is that... yeah, it is... I'm very much of the opinion that he would very much pass the Forbidden Fruit test at this point if it were administered. But then the question becomes, how much is he then still, or he, quote-unquote, still liable for the actions that, quote-unquote, he performed when he wasn't self-aware? Like, could he be blamed for things he was ordered to do when he had no free will of his own?
Yeah, that does put things into a complicated situation.
You're not wrong about that. But Dylan, why not trust what you've seen and heard yourself these past few days? How can you be so sure that the things you've just revealed aren't distorted versions of the truth, carefully crafted to serve someone else's agenda? What if the path you're walking is just a detour, one laid out by others to lead you to their version of the truth?
You're not as naive as you look, Faithin. I'll keep your warning in mind.
I think that is exactly why she wants to verify what she wants to, verify whether he has a heart or not, huh?
Yeah, and what Bella said is basically what many, I will call manipulators have done over the years. I was many years avoided them, but did not believe them. But you just need a little bit moment to fool you. But once you, but it can also take, like with you and others I saw on YouTube, they were able to do, see through them, but also they also made mistakes to realize, oh, they've been twisting things a lot.
Yeah. Like, I'll fully admit, I was led around by the nose for a good while with certain things as well. until I noticed small discrepancies that didn't make sense, and when I pointed those out, well, suddenly I became a target. So, yeah, groups like that are inherently cannibalistic. Like, either you toe the line step for step, or they turn on you and on each other immediately.
Indeed.
As for Banye, don't worry. I won't do anything before the final evaluation is complete. That scrap heap can remain as Banye Shifu for now.
But Banyue and Dylan just said, I need time to sort through all this. I should probably talk to Xiaoguang about her own situation first. Okay. Yep. Just a few days, that feels like a lifetime ago. Right? Who'd have thought Subian Temple could bounce back to its former glory like this? I hate to admit it, but I haven't even had the chance to do anything for the sect yet. Don't be so hard on yourself, senior brother. That's just how things are. What matters is that you care and tried your best. Besides, joining the sect is the greatest way to support Subian Temple. You're too kind. You're a real pillar of Yunquei Summit. You're the real pillar of Yunquei Summit. No, not at all. It's really you who... Nah, not at all. Just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Oh, bloody heck.
Eos is helping with the stove as well. Actually, I'm going to make a little note here so I don't forget about we're just frying the fruits and such. Pen.
Oh, yeah, but because that, I would say, but YouTube is good area to learn other things. Do be careful, for there are many manipulators that will tell their versions of the truth or twist something around.
Yeah, like if there's information missing, that typically means that yeah, things are being manipulated.
Yeah, and one good thing to notice if someone is trying something stupid, something that I realized with one early on, is that they were reading a text, and I paused and started reading it, then I listened to them and realized they were not reading it.
Yeah.
And other things is, another time they always even said on another video, oh, I'm just reading between the lines. Even and at that point I feel like, if you read between the lines, they would not translate any clues to what they were saying.
I think we actually mentioned something like that in an earlier stream, like maybe a month or so ago, about someone who was quote-unquote reading an article that they said supported their position, only if you actually read past the very first sentence, it immediately debunked it.
Yeah.
Like, read sources for yourself and see if there's multiple potential sources about something. Don't just go with one quote, one opinion claiming to be fact and such.
Your voice is breaking up.
Test 1, 2.
But I'm gonna test on my end first.
Okay. Let's see. Oscar's still sleeping on the bed, so he's still staying here. Okay. Let's see. Need to keep in mind to take these glasses for a little repair later.
Okay, your voice is normal, but now the video is choppy on my end.
Okay.
So I'm gonna guess it's Discord.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any network issues on this end.
Yeah, same here there's nothing, like, only thing on at the moment in my room is my PC.
Okay.
There you go, now it works normal, so I'm gonna guess it was on Discord's end. Again, there are multiple servers across the world, so even though it doesn't affect the captain, it will be something that affects several other people.
Yeah.
What is it? Hungry already? Just wait a little ready soon.
You're hosting this gathering because you've already made up your mind, haven't you?
Figures. You saw right through me. I really was planning to be honest with you, just like I said I would. Last night, after you'd all gone to bed, I found this under the door.
Oh? Xiaoguang pulls out a note. Its edges crumpled from having been crushed in someone's hand, then carefully smoothed out again.
Xiaoguang, I found a way to break the connection between you and the Qingming sword. The power of the Creator is beyond imagination. Deep within the place we once knew lies the key to awakening them. When they descend in the days to come, my wish will finally come true. No matter the price I have to pay, Xiaoguang, you will be free.
This letter, it looks like it's from Senior Ye.
At first glance, the handwriting looks like my brother's, but it's missing little habits he always had in his strokes. And then there's the content itself.
Yeah, Senior Ye might not even know you're in Wi-Fi right now, and he suddenly sent you a letter? Given how much he cares about you, even if he did decide to do this, there's no way he'd ever tell you. This note looks like...
It looks like it's trying to lure me there. I know my bond with the Qingming sword more than anyone. Breaking it isn't something that can be done so easily. Back when I was chosen by the sword, my brother didn't know about its side effects. He was genuinely happy for me. He ruffled my hair, eyes shining, and said, "You're amazing, Xiaoguang. From now on, your big brother will have to rely on you." I knew what he was really happy about. That I could finally be accepted, have a real place in Yunque Summit, a new home. But then, when he learned the truth about the Qingming sword, and what happened to the wielders before me...
Yeah, suddenly a 180 in a...
That's too cruel for him.
When we received the news that our parents really had passed, he held back his tears. He didn't want me to be even more afraid. But the day he found out the fate of the sword's wielders, my brother, who had never shown weakness before, broke down in front of me, crying and saying he was sorry, over and over. In the end, with his eyes red and fists clenched, he kept repeating it again and again, not just to me, but to himself, that there had to be a way, and that he would find it. That way became his obsession for years. He even hid from me and Shifu that he was experimenting with forbidden techniques, trying to shift the Qingming sword side effects onto himself instead.
Onto himself?
Thank goodness Shifu caught it in time. That was the first time I'd ever seen her so angry. Not at the forbidden techniques, but at my brother for putting himself in danger. She didn't punish him. She just let out a long sigh, placed a hand gently on his shoulder, and sat with him under the cold moon for the entire night.
Maybe only Yixuan Shifu, who has endured loss and shouldered her own share of burdens, could truly understand Senior Ye's state of mind back then. That heavy weight he was carrying.
Okay, guests just saying goodbye as they left, and of course the heavy door getting slammed. I should see about sticking something in the frame of that to make it less loud. Oh. And Oscar is taking his leave as well? Yep, okay. Let's see then.
Yeah. After that day, My brother promised her he would never let his obsession ruin him. Not even for my sake.
But then Sarah came along and dangled a very promising little bait in front of his nose, huh?
Shifu poured her heart and soul into crafting the Qingming Sword's case after her older sister passed away. With it, as long as I keep training in seclusion and reinforcing the seal, I can live like an ordinary person.
Okay, maybe this is something we could have deduced from it before or speculated on, but I'm guessing that's supposed to mean that whoever wields it, even if they don't actively use it, will be siphoned by it.
But even with the sword case's protection, Shifu and my brother have always been so careful with me. Of course, I understand why. Every part of the seal carries Shifu's lingering pain from her past, and the fear my brother hides deep inside his heart has never really gone away. That's why, this time, I have to go. My sanity tells me that even when despair first struck, my brother never thought about sacrificing others for my safety. He tried to shoulder the side effects of the Qingming Sword himself. I don't believe that the person who made that choice back then would now throw himself into the Creator's arms just because of me. So there must be something else he's trying to do.
Yeah. Also, that note was speaking a bit too praiseful of the Creator to be him, huh? And he seems to typically be a lot more calm with things.
Yeah.
I believe in Senior Ye too.
But I can't stop the terrible thoughts from creeping into my head. Trap or not, a path of no return or not, I can't let him face that danger alone. I have to stand beside him. I know it's reckless and dangerous. But with you, I don't always have to be so sensible. I want to choose my own path, to take on the responsibility that's mine to bear. So, since you can't stop me, hide it for me one more time, please?
Oh, come on. Just like when I called myself the acting temple master, you just went along with it naturally and hid my identity from everyone.
Wait, this time the authority was missing. Her mouth did not move. This time it did move, but there was no sound, so... Yeah, I think something has happened during the making.
I'm here to make a promise as your companion, not a declaration as your protector. Whether it's into the abyss or toward the light, Xiaoguang, let me be your trusted companion, your proxy, and walk with you to the other side of this path.
Why is it that words this heavy can still make my heart feel so warm? Why does it make me so happy? I almost want to cry.
Come on now. You should save those tears for when we find your brother. Right now, we promised that tonight would be nothing but joy and laughter, remember?
Right. Then I'll go check on the desserts. There are still so many tasty flavors I want to share with you.
The scent of spices follows her light, determined steps, quickly filling the small courtyard. The fire crackles, warm and bright, its orange glows flickering into the deepening night, as if to burn this fleeting moment of warmth and togetherness even brighter, even fiercer. Okay. Everything seems to be set up and ready. We can get started now. Start the fireside gathering.
Alright, everything's ready! A special thanks to Beelion, Eos, and Banyue Shifu for helping me out. No way I could have handled all this on my own.
Let's take a look at Belle.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody heck.
Suddenly, all the heavy words immediately forgotten upon the sight of foods.
Oh, bloody heck.
Elaine was big help. Shogun goods. Welcome.
Ooh, try this, Dylan. I added extra honey, just the way you like it.
Oh? You even figured out I've got a sweet tooth, huh? How thoughtful of you. Hey, Bee Lion! Look at your paws! They're all greasy. You can't eat. Careful, or a spark's gonna turn you into a grilled lion head! Crispy outside, tender inside. Oops, my bad. I forgot we've got another lion head sitting right here.
Master Dylan, Meanie.
Banyua Shifu, would you like to try a chashu bun? I remember you're not fond of oily food, so I followed Senior Inuhu's recipe and added a bit of dried tangerine peel to the marinade to cut the richness. Do you like it?
Wait, so some intelligent constructs can eat?
Buy a few?
It's perfect.
I'm glad everyone likes them. They're nothing fancy, just some home-style cooking.
Xiaoguang, you're too modest. With skills like this, you could open a restaurant of your own. The balance of sweet and savory, the juiciness. It takes me back to a taste I haven't had since childhood.
Xiaoguang, your cooking makes me feel all warm and full of energy.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've had a feast like this.
Though I have to say, compared to the way you nearly scorched the bottom of the pot earlier, stomping your feet in panic, we should adapt with that, Xiaoguang.
Dylan, we agreed not to bring that up. That old stove's impossible to handle. The flames keep flaring up and dying down. Luckily, Banyua Shifu's here. Anyway, since we're all here, why don't we sit by the fire and chat for a bit?
Oh, chatting? I love chatting. What should we chat about?
Let me think. Oh, I know. Everyone share something funny or embarrassing that's happened to you recently. Dylan, you first.
The hearth crackles and flickers with flames. Laughter, playful teasing, the clink of dishes and cups are woven together into a rare chorus of carefree buzz. The tight strings in everyone's heart loosens without notice, heavy secret momentarily chased away by the warmth. Time seems to stretch in the glow of the fire, glowing quietly in its simple purity. Until, as the laughter slowly fades, they look up and realize stars have filled the sky.
Wow, look! After all that goofing around, the stars almost look brighter, don't they? One year, my brother, Senior Fufu, and I went to release lanterns together on a mountain behind Junkui Summit. It was a blustery day, and the wind was so strong we couldn't even get the lanterns lit. I remember stomping around in frustration. Eventually, I just tossed the lantern aside and lay on the grass. But when I looked up, I saw the starry sky, each star shining brighter than any lantern. My brother said that the stars are the best kind of lantern to carry your wishes. I wonder, what did I wish for back then? Feels like it's been ages since I had a moment like that. No thoughts, no worries, just gazing at the stars and having a quiet conversation.
Everyone listens silently, with the crackle of flames the only sound breaking the silence. Meanwhile, the Qingming sword case shimmers almost imperceptibly under the starlight. Choices. Such cruel things. Once made, they're like stones cast into a lake, ripples pushing you forward as they spread. Looking back, those ripples already turned into a tidal wave. There's no turning back now. Ningchuan seems a bit drowsy, mumbling incoherent, fragmented words under his breath. Okay. Let's see, chat with Belian and Zhao Guang. Let's see, he's a bit food drunk, it seems, huh?
Do you mean, maybe not food drunk, more like stuffed food coma?
Yeah.
Well, close to food coma. It's kind of funny. People call it food coma, but you're technically not in coma, just...
Yeah, just drowsy. Oh, yeah, not a lion head. It's so much fun being with everyone. Tonight I'm definitely gonna have sweet dreams. See you in our dreams. Dial in. Finally, some peace and quiet. No endless customer complaints, no paperwork, no urgent messages, and none of those voices. Just sitting here, looking at the fire, gazing at the stars, listening to chatter. Just chilling like this. Yeah, not bad at all. Darlene's expression held an unusual calmness. Seems like the perfect moment to ask those questions she'd normally dodge. Since it's so much trouble, why do you still like being a customer service rep? Because it's fun watching people get tongue-tied when I fire back. And because when talking to a living person, no matter what I say, I'll always get a response. It could be an angry demand, a hopeless sigh, or even a dumber follow-up question. But whatever it is, it's at least some kind of response. Like in the Hollow, where you can only listen, endlessly listening to those voices of the dead. Listening to their resentments, their regrets, their pleas, but they're forever unable to truly respond to anything, or accept any true response. No matter how much you say, what you say is just like a stone falling into a deep well. Not even an echo can be heard. That feeling, after a while, makes you wonder if you become part of the silence too. Alright, it's getting late and cold. Time to head home. Or go home. Finally got some peace and quiet. But it's about to end. Tomorrow's gonna be another troublesome day, huh? Alright, back to bed again. The happy gathering in soft bed smooth away the edges of those heavy, sharp, and unsettling thoughts. Your inner turmoil gradually subsides, letting you sink into a peaceful darkness woven from the silent companionship by the hearth. In this tranquil moment, protected by the lingering warmth of companionship, you drift into a deep, dreamless sleep. Far off, Yishuan, having to wait for quite a while, finds himself lost in confusion.
You aren't planning to use me to activate the array, are you?
No need to test me. I already told you. You'll stand with me before the Creator. As for activating the array, there is another candidate.
Yeah, I think she wants to use Ninkwang. I keep forgetting how to pronounce his name.
You already know where the array is. The Creator's location. When will the summoning begin?
Patience. Timing is like a seed buried deep in the soil. You can't simply will it to sprout. It needs the appropriate nourishment and the right season to break through the earth.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if she plans to use Xiaoguang.
So we wait. Wait until the keys chosen by the Creator are all in place.
Basically, when the stars are aligned, the situation.
Yeah. Sarah tilts her head slightly, as if listening to whispers carried by the winds, or perhaps savoring the urgency in Yishuan's voice. The corners of her lips curve upward, her smile laced with anticipation and cold calculation. Yeah, they're both planning to backstab each other when they can. The question is, of course, who gets to pull it off first. Sounds like quite a commotion outside. Better check it out now. What's going on this time? Hello.
Senior Sontao? What's going on?
We'll get you patched up right away.
No, don't worry about me. Listen, last night, sometime after midnight, the miasma at the old mining site suddenly erupted. The other disciples are all trapped there now. Many of them are severely wounded.
Belle, we don't have time to wait for Shifu and the others.
Got it. Then let's get going. Wise, we'll leave Senior Sontao to you and V-Lion.
We'll take care of him. Eels will be waiting for you there. I'll go tell Banyue Shifu and Dylan. But remember, Belle, Xiaoguang needs to be careful with the sword.
Relax, Junior Wise. I promised Belle I wouldn't break the seal lightly. Don't forget, I'm pretty strong. Even without the Qingming sword, I'll do my best to keep everyone safe. This is the perfect time for me to show how reliable a senior I can be.
Before you step out of Shibuyan Temple, Dylan comes rushing in with more news. Ooh, already here?
I know most of what happened now. The issue is, I can't reach Banyue.
Huh? Could Banyue Shifu be planning to face everything alone after what Dylan said yesterday?
Ningqian's also missing. The timing of the miasma eruption can't be a coincidence. And his disappearance only confirms my suspicions. Something isn't right.
Your suspicions? What did you dig up this time, Dylan?
Remember when I told you that I heard a familiar name among the voices of those dying in the mine's old residential area? That name was Ningqian.
Ew.
Ningqian? Were his relatives among the victims back then?
When the disaster hit the old mining site, Banyue left many to die, including Ningqian's sister.
Those Banyue turned away.
Praxi, there's no point in hiding anything from her at this point, right?
Xiaoguang, this is what happened.
You tell Shunguang about what Banyue did all those years ago.
So, Ningqian concealed his past and joined Banyue's school to get close to him. I found out that he'd contacted Sarah before he first met us. No wonder more clues somehow always appeared the moment we thought the trail was about to go cold. That's Sarah. She must have used the hatred in his heart to strike some sort of deal with him. Us meeting the Exaltus remnants, discovering the ancient tome, and learning of the array. None of that was random. Looks like that woman has been secretly orchestrating these seemingly logical events. I got an investigation report on Ningqian this morning. He said goodbye to his neighbors and friends at the martial arts school. The way he spoke made it sound like he was leaving on a long trip and might never see them again.
Yeah, he's not planning to return.
Never see them again? Does that mean he's out to take revenge?
That seems to be the most likely possibility. The recent miasma eruption that led Banyue to investigate was probably meant to lure him into opening the ancient array.
So that note I received?
Was it a setup to exploit Banyue Shifu's guilt toward Xiaoguang and the others? He tried to keep her safe and stop Senior Ye from activating the array, which made it the perfect bait to draw him in.
That's just the tip of the iceberg. I suspect the array and the ancient tome, and even the part about the key to quell miasma, were nothing more than tricks to keep him chasing. It might all be Sarah's handiwork. Think about it. Using powerful ether energy to activate the array and purify the miasma? If the array is used to absorb a large amount of ether energy and miasma, then where will all that power go?
Yeah, it needs to go somewhere.
The miasma in Limnian Hollow is abnormally receding. Where is it flowing to? What else is behind the residential building in the mines? And that voice in the hollow? We still don't know why only Banyue and I could hear it. But it's clear that the voice has been trying to use my memories to plant doubts in my mind. So what exactly is hiding behind that voice, trying to influence me and Banyue?
Sarah spoke about keys, so it could be that more than one person is needed to activate the array, though since now everything we know about this array is suspect, huh?
Yeah.
Based on Sarah's actions, it's most likely that both the miasma and our powers are being, or soon will be, channeled into a special being. For example, sustaining that creator who is soon to descend.
If that's true, then even if the array once had its use, it's definitely not some world-saving miracle anymore. Instead, it's an energy pool gathering strength for the creator's descent.
As for Ningqian, no matter how much he knows about what's actually happening, he's already become someone else's pawn.
I know I don't have the right to forgive Banyue Shifu on his behalf, or erase the hatred he carries in his heart. But even if I don't remember him as a child anymore, I know from the time we've spent together that the kindness he showed us was genuine.
So, what about you? As things stand, what do you think of Banyue? Have you made up your mind?
My mind was already clear, ever since we left the Hollow and stepped on the bridge that connects my old home to the outside world. Amidst all the chaos, that figure silently rushed out, carrying my brother and me over the bridge. The only hands that we could reach in that terrible abyss, the only person who held us, as sturdy as a mountain, was Banyue Shifu.
Huh? Xiaoguang, did you remember something?
Yes, Banyue Shifu never mentioned it. He saved my brother and me all those years ago. He looked after us, sent us to Yunquei Summit, gave us a better home.
Yeah, we'd pretty much figured that out already, huh?
Yeah.
No matter what kind of past he carries on his shoulders, or what strict cold rules he adheres to, how could I erase such kindness? And now his guilt has driven him into danger for us again. Dialin, Belle, I'm going to bring Banyue Shifu and my brother back.
Now that's the spirit of the Qingming Sword's successor. If you're set on dragging them back from the abyss, then let's get going. Before that scrap heap gets turned into actual scrap, and before your brother and Ningqian make any irreversible mistakes.
Dialin!
I knew you were a good person.
Alright, stop it, you two.
That choice I forced Banyue to make last night. I never thought the answer I wanted would come so soon, so simple. Using truths whispered by the dead to expose the lies of the living. That is the standard by which I enact judgment. But this time, I want to use the words of the dead to give a truth to the living. Okay. Well, here we go. Likely, Banyue gazes at Ningqian for a long time. Huh. Yeah, I think we'll be finishing this chapter today.
And look at the time.
Yeah, plenty more to go.
Yeah, surprisingly. Even with difficulties.
Alright. After tending to the Mystics' wounds...
Song Tao must have delivered the message to you. Is he... okay?
Don't worry, Senior Qingyuan. He'll be okay. But he told us that our fellow disciples from Swabian Temple were trapped by miasma. How did you manage to break free?
Banyue?
It was Banyue Shifu. Somehow the sealed gate was opened last night. Some disciples went in to explore, but shortly after, a wave of active miasma came and swept everyone away, leaving us trapped in different places. Later, just as we were about to give up hope, Banrui Shufu came and saved everyone. After he found a safe place for us, he turned and went in deeper. From the look on his face, I could tell that it wasn't just a spur-of-the-moment decision. He seemed as if he had long made up his mind to go in there.
Did he say anything before he left?
He said that human forces could no longer stop this chaos and that he needed to find another way, so he went to investigate the source. He also said some strange things, heavy words. I don't know if they were meant for us or if he was just talking to himself.
Heavy words? What do you mean?
He said, to walk this world is as to depart one's home for distant shores. When debts of old weigh heavy, they press not upon thy steps alone, but cast thy companions stumbling in the dust beside thee. He also said something like, I shall make the burden lighter, my own and far more for my companions. This debt must be paid.
Just as I suspected.
Yeah, he plans to activate the array, not knowing that it's a trap.
I thought it sounded strange at the time. I wanted to help him, but I was injured. There wasn't much I could do. I was worried, so I insisted he take Bolian along. Shortly after he left, toward the source of the miasma, we heard a loud noise. Then, the miasma that was trapping everyone appeared to be drawn towards something else and started to recede.
Oh, he may have already activated it.
We were all so relieved. Until just a moment ago.
Yep.
When Bolian came back and reported that Banrui Shufu was trapped now. You can try scanning Bolian's memory module to find out exactly what happened, but things aren't looking good. At this rate, Banrui Shufu will be killed in that array.
Okay, Bolian. You perform an emergency scan of Bolian's memory module. Late last night, Banrui came back to this area alone. Perspective shift? Yep. Yep, even a filter on top of it. Nope. Banrui Shifu, here's the situation. Qing Yuan explains the general situation. This chaos is beyond human control. We need to find another way. I'll seek out its source to save everyone. Banrui Shifu, those of us who remain here are too injured to move. Please take Bolian with you. Having him assist you would put our minds at ease. Alright. Being a Bangbu from Yunquei Summit, I'm sure it'll be able to find its way back to you by itself once this is all over. Wait, Bolian will be able to find its way back by itself? Yeah. So make the burden lighter. Okay. I'm starting to have some doubts about how much this debt might actually be. Magnum was doing my duty around here. Parents would often voice their concerns about mischievous kids sneaking out to play at night. For their safety, special locks were installed. Only adults know how to open them. This must be something he heard in his youth and never forgot.
We rarely came here back then. We must make haste and check the area for anything suspicious.
Okay.
Already here?
So you knew all along who he was? Banrui Shifu, I knew you cared about the Mystic's safety and would come here. Great news. Absolutely fantastic news. I think I've stumbled upon the key array core of that ancient array mentioned in the old texts. It's just that I'm not skilled enough. I couldn't fully activate the array, but now that you're here, surely everything will go much smoother. Looks like this time the miasma disaster can finally be put to an end. This place won't have to relive that nightmare again. Where is it located? There are several array pillars on the platform nearby. I'll lead the way for you, Shifu. Alright, let's go, Ninkranton. Be careful.
Over here! Banyue Shifu! This way!
Okay, I suspect he is known about who he was all along. Nameless ancient array. The array core is ancient, and the patterns carved into its pillars shimmer with an undying will to protect. Standing in the center, it's almost possible to feel the long-dormant earth pulsing in agony, urging the activation of the array. Upon attempting to guide and fully activate the array with his own ether energy, a cold, malicious will suddenly counterattacked.
Fall back behind me.
And that's the shield. Bolion's memories regarding Banyue cut off here. Okay, so we're at least several hours late. The array has been activated and is continuously channeling miasma. It seems to be effectively absorbing and suppressing it. Banyue Shifu is trapped in a miasma sphere of great evil, and even though my training has advanced by leaps and bounds today, I still can't save the two of them. Alas, what a tragedy. Banyue seemed to know what Ningqiang was up to. It still went ahead and activated the array. And yeah, it sounds like they're still alive in there, or at least the ethereals are. Indeed. You should hurry to save Banyue Shifu, and take Bolion with you this time as well. Okay.
Ningqiang must have been the one who opened this door.
It's like every inch of this place is etched deeply in his memory.
Don't want to rush too much ahead and miss dialogue.
Yeah.
Oop.
Yeah, that happened way too many times.
Alright. Wrong type of dodge. Oop. Oh, already close to the vantage point. Oop. At this moment, the array is engulfed in chaos as ethereals come rushing out like a tidal wave. Ningqiang's eyes burn with rage. His crazed words are filled with pain, despair, and twisted pleasure.
Enough! Stop dragging this on, Banyue! Stop! It's over for you! How pathetic. How long do you think you can keep up that heroic act? Stop pretending you're a savior. Look at you. Look at the monster you become. Can't you see? Stop fighting. Just let me die here. We can both die here. You should watch me die. Just like how you watched my sister struggle on the brink of death all those years ago. Why are you still playing the merciful saint? I've waited 10 years. 10 whole years! And now the day is here. You don't deserve to save anyone! And you don't deserve to let me live. My sister. She was the one who saved you back then. So why did you save her? Why? Why?
I get the feeling because she was too far gone, but he was not. So he had to make a choice and live with the consequences of that.
These 10 years. Every single day. I kept thinking, if I hadn't gone out that day, if I'd stayed, maybe my sister wouldn't have died alone like that. My life should have ended here 10 years ago. I've been waiting so long for this day. Since you'll be dying with me, then so be it. Guess I can finally avenge my sister. And give myself some closure.
Banyway's heavy footsteps create a deep crack on the ground like a lonely mountain peak covered in scars and bruises, but standing tall and unwavering. He tenaciously protects Ningen and the area behind him, his fists swing in a frenzy of energy, every blow hitting like a tsunami, blasting the oncoming ethereals to dust. It's as if Banyway cannot feel the scratches and searing energy marks on his metal frame. The depths of his eyes glisten with a sorrow that pierces his soul, and a resolution that has long known his ending. His low, hoarse voice rings out like echoes in a deep valley, piercing through all the clamor, every word imbued with immense power.
Ningen! I shall repay this debt with my life! Yes, your life is not a bargaining chip. You still have a long road ahead. Go and live! Live and see the world that your sister never saw!
Banyway's burning resolve, his determination to atone for his wrongs, and his deepest and most powerful fires bent on protecting life began to erupt. He abandons any defensive stance, any remaining bit of every remaining bit of energy, every fragment of existence in this machine on the brink of collapse is fully channeled into his fists.
The array base has been destroyed, and now the suppressed miasma has been released. What a pain.
Nothing more.
You finally made it! Banyu Shifu and his disciple are all trapped within that array. Banyu Shifu has been battling an endless stream of ethereals to protect that young fellow. He's been fighting for quite some time now. I couldn't quite make out what they were saying, but it sounded like the young man was begging Banyu Shifu to give up on him. And who knows how much longer he can hold them off.
That platform is where Dad used to take me to see the stars. The array has been there all along, so close by.
Is there a way to break through or enter the array?
The concentration of miasma is too high over there. I can't get any closer.
Fairy, scan and confirm the range of the entire array. Belle, you can try getting closer, but be careful. Fairy and I will think of a way to break it.
Got it. Let's move in that direction.
Okay, we need to break that thing. Also, I'm guessing the miasma is so dense in there right now, it is literally spawning the ethereals right out of it. Similar to how we saw the soldiers being produced from it.
Yeah.
I thought it was the finishing blow.
It won't work. The arrays absorb too much miasma. We can't break through that barrier. Maybe he can still hear us? Banyu! Banyu!
No matter how desperately you shout, no response ever comes from within. In the array, Banyway seems to hear familiar voices calling his name. At this point, he's fought to his limit and cannot respond. The faint voices soon grow denser in the depths of consciousness, concealed by the echoes that sting like a silver needle.
Surrender, you clumsy hunk of iron. Why endure this endless pain? Open your core and embrace this great power. It will grant you rebirth and eternal freedom. Do you hear that? Do you hear the cries of the burden deep within your body? Your bearings are screaming. Your circuits are melting. You have long been covered in cracks on the verge of collapse.
Emotion module overload. Forcing deinstallation to clear redundant emotional data. Re-verifying core command. Suppress miasma by any means necessary.
Dive in. Sink into eternity. Behold how they long to accept you. Why resist? You are a part of this filth. This shell is broken. My body, like a candle flickering in the wind. Yet even if only a sliver of hope remains, the faintest glimmer of light, this heart must hold it fast and never let it go. So stubborn. Look at these scars. They're not just marks of battle. They're the price of bearing what should never have been yours to carry. Murderer. He must pay with his life.
Your existence is a mistake. You should be eradicated. Feeling pain. It's nothing compared to the agony we feel.
Descend to hell. Fall with us.
How long can you hold on? 10 minutes. 1 minute. A second. Is it worth it? For those who hate you, who fear you, for those souls who curse you day and night, for a bunch of rotten worms, a world that only exploits you and fears you, suffering, exhausted, then why trudge in vain through this hopeless mire? Give up. Give up your meaningless pain. Your very existence is a mistake, and your struggle, an even greater one. Even if I fall here, this is the path I have chosen. This is the price I have to pay. This will is like a stone, immovable, unyielding. Even if my body shatters and I perish here, I shall not falter. Let go of your meaningless resistance, of your heavy burdens. Let everything return to nothing, to its original, pristine, blank state. Isn't that a good idea? No more bloodshed, no more disappointment. No endless penance, no duty, no guilt, only eternal release.
Several voices intertwine, overlap, and spin like an endless whirlpool of destruction, trying to crush Banyue's residual self-consciousness completely.
Belle, Fairy and I have found something.
Master, an abnormally large convergence of miasma has been detected. Warning. Vital signs of the survivors in the platform area are extremely weak. Anomaly detected. Multiple energy flow nodes detected. I've marked the coordinates. The ether flow corresponds with the signature of the array base. Destruction of these nodes would disrupt the formation, destabilizing its structural integrity and potentially disabling the array core.
Array base and array core. Looks like I'll just have to give it a shot.
Great! Destroying the array base might not only break the barrier and save people, but it might even delay or even stop the miasma that the Matrix sends to the Creator. It's a race against time. We have to hurry.
Yeah.
The nodes are scattered all over. Let's split up. Okay, leave this area to me. Proxy, you cover Xiaoguang. The noise in the array core is getting weaker. Let's go!
Okay. Use disintegration. Okay. So yeah, the miasma and ether need to be channeled through it somehow. So we just need to find those. No, we basically need to find the faucets and break them. Knew it. There we go. Alright.
This is the last one on my end. Looks like it's up top.
Yep. Been a bit since we've seen those. Hello? That's Yishuan's birds.
Yushu and Shifu's Qingming bird? Could it have been trying to send a message?
Wait, has she been here already?
Once we rescue Banyue, we should tell everyone about this.
Okay. Has she been investigating this on her own already or something?
All three down. It's all up to Xiao Guang and the others. Better hurry back to the array core and wait there.
There. Nope. If I remember correctly, yeah, if we mix together attacks...
No time to waste. I'm going ahead.
Okay, that means the others also found their... the bases that they had to destroy. Yep. Okay, was it fully done loading, I guess?
Yep. Did he fail to load a cutscene?
Not sure.
Sacrificing yourself for justice, a life for a life. And you, charging into die over such a lousy trick? Where's that brilliant self-serving logic of yours?
Yep.
Sins of the past cannot be atoned for. Once Nichiren is safe, you can take whatever it is you're after.
Here we go.
You knew about my mission all along?
Yep. 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 Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't just vaporize on the spot or get launched.
It's not over yet. And you already look this miserable.
Let's end it here. My core. Please. Take it.
Taking it to report back, that would be nice. But now, I have a new choice. This time, let the words of the dead grant you a truth that allows you to keep on existing.
The cries and wails of endless pain, resentment, curses, and despair. The sound of accusations fill the air like a tsunami. So wait, she can channel that through that thing?
Why didn't you save me? Why? Someone was waiting for me. Look at what you've done, you heartless monster!
Remember our faces. Remember your tainted blood.
A machine will always be a machine. Never. I will never forgive you. Never!
Just as these waves of despair were about to devour everything, Xiaoguang and the others return and step onto the platform. The voices suddenly become clear and gentle, like a beam of light piercing through the dark clouds. It brings relief and warmth, cleansing all the ruckus.
Luckily, that rascal got angry and ran off to play. Big guy, can you promise to help me find him?
Sis?
He's so stubborn. Always getting hung up on the smallest things. I know he'll probably hit a few bumps along the way. But hey, just be patient with him, okay? Help him grow up safe, so he can see the better days I never got to. That's all I ask.
The peace we found here made me complacent. I couldn't bring myself to open that thing. Maybe this is the price I pay.
What thing?
What's this?
But please, please, our two children are still so young. We shielded them with a technique just before the explosion. The two of them still have a chance to live. Don't let them watch us leave. Don't let them suffer the despair of seeing their loved ones die. Don't let them grow up alone.
I'm leaving them to you, Banyue. Get them out of here. Run straight ahead and leave this place. Just to make sure Ayuan and Xiaoguang survive. Please. I'm begging you.
Thanks, big guy. Really. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, we can go without regrets.
One day, when they return to their former home, remember to tell them we left with smiles on our faces.
The words of the deceased fade away, and their final words come to a peaceful finish.
Mom, Dad, you'd understand my decision, right?
Sis! Sis! Why did you do this? Why? Why? Why couldn't you just let me hate him? Why did all this have to happen? Sis, I miss you. I really miss you.
Did you hear it now, Banyue? The voices of both those who died and survived because of you. This is the weight of the truth.
Dylan's body sways slightly, and her expression is no longer light and joking. There is a hint of sympathy in her faint smile. Like a light piercing through the haze, it gently spills onto Banyue's gaunt yet upright body.
Your logic algorithms determined that there were only a handful with a chance of survival at the time. So you chose the optimal solution and didn't try to save anyone else. But as you stand here today, willing to step in and stop the array, you've proven that you've broken free of the constraints of commands and algorithms, haven't you?
Correct. But the past cannot be.
Right. The past can't be rewritten. But you're only holding on to the debt of those who were killed. You have forgotten the promise to live that those who passed entrusted to you at the end of their lives. Do you really think that falling here and sacrificing your life to repay your debts is something worth commending? You're just trying to run away. The real way to atone for wrongdoing is to live. Living the way you are now.
Kind of fitting with these two, huh? They're both haunted by the voices of the dead.
Yeah, she kind of feels like a necromancer now, like the older style of necromancer before they were all
resurrecting the dead and such.
Yeah, in the past they were basically summoning spirits to ask, they returned them, but they was doing the Greek era and all that, but they were surviving to the medieval ages. And then certain plague happened, and then people started pointing fingers at them that is summoning the undead and all that, spreading the plague, and yeah. You can guess what happened with anyone what they're doing necromancy.
Yeah. Like a closer word, or a word with a closer meaning in modern times would be medium, perhaps?
Yeah.
This human form with emotions, self-awareness, and
and the ability to feel pain. To face the trials of the past day after day, and to shoulder the never-ending guilt. Live. Live with a clear mind. Face the people you've saved. Be it gratitude, relief, distance, fear, even if you hate him. Go fulfill your promise to the deceased. Keep going. Use every remaining moment to make up for your past until the very end. This is my final verdict as a Krampus judge.
Dylan's words finish and begin to sink in. Bunyway's body trembles, almost too faintly to notice. In silence, the chains that had bound him for years, forged from cold algorithms, endless slaughter, self-loathing, and the weight of misunderstanding, had nearly crushed his soul. But in that moment, as he stands tall, they shatter with a thunderous crash.
Xiaoguang, Ningqian. About what happened all those years ago.
I have to. This may be a bit interrupting with this, but I find it a bit disappointing now that they don't have jaw movements for him here, because when we saw in the cutscene that they can move.
You don't need to say anything, Banyue Shifu. Actually, I already remembered it all. Back when we crossed the bridge again.
She ain't dumb.
You might think you're a murderer who didn't save people in their moment of need. But to me, and my brother, you're the path to survival our parents sacrificed their lives for. And not only did they give themselves up for us, but also for your chance to become human. Tylen is right. Remorse for the dead never really goes away. But we can bear it as we go on. You don't owe the dead your life. You owe them the will to use the hands that once killed to reach for more life instead. That's why I've never blamed you, Banyue Shifu. I also wanted to thank you, Dylan, for letting me hear my parents' last words. It showed me that I was thinking the same way they were.
You and your parents are such gentle souls. And now you've grown into exactly the person they hoped for.
Ningqian, this is my own choice. You always have the freedom to choose how to face Banyue Shifu.
Xiaoguang gently pats his trembling shoulder. Ningqian is choking up, his voice a little hoarse.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, Banyue Shifu. I've hated the wrong person. For 10 years, I've hated the wrong person. I've poured my deepest hatred on you and squandered my sister's last wish.
Ningqian, of course I remember your sister. She's the one who found me deep in the hollow and brought me back to life. I still remember her last words vividly. I remember every face of those I could not save. Their faces have never faded. I was never able to find you in Waifei Peninsula after I rescued Xiaoguang and the others. Until years later, when you came to my school, I recognized you the moment you told me your name. By that time, you already looked like your sister all those years ago.
You've known all along? And you still took me in as a disciple and taught me everything. It was me. I made a deal with Sarah. I used the ancient tome to lure you into activating the array. I thought I could use the array to absorb the miasma, hoping I could save more people and complete my revenge.
Ningqian, I'm afraid you were just another pawn in someone else's game. It is still unknown whether the endless miasma was purified or just transferred to something else in the Hollow. It's far more complicated than you think. We've all been pulled into a deeper scheme without even realizing it.
Everyone? It may be too late to say this now, and I'm too ashamed to look Xiaoguan Shifu in the eye. But there's something I must tell you. Actually, Yeshu and Shifu left me a message.
Oh?
Senior Ye contacted you? What did he say?
He probably didn't know about my connection with Sarah, which is why he mistakenly trusted me. He recognized me as a disciple from Banyue Shifu's martial arts school, and asked me to pass on a message. To have him look for a black bird inside the hollow.
A Qingming bird? Could it be that Shifu left it behind to keep in touch with my brother?
Speaking of that, I haven't had the chance to tell you. While I was searching for the array base earlier, I happened to rescue a black bird trapped in the miasma. Pretty sure that was the Qingming bird.
Okay, but why... Okay, it's probably going to be told in a bit or something, or when we find them, but was he actively using that to communicate with Yishuan? Or...
Once it was freed, it immediately flew off like it knew exactly where it was going. Judging by Ning Chin's account, Yeshuan must have sent some kind of message through it.
Okay, and that... It's probably headed for the temple, I'm guessing. Though... Yeah, why would she... she wants to protect Xiao Xuan.
Issues on my end, maybe, or Discord.
Okay, not seeing
the screen
anything over
froze
here.
and you some robotic.
Okay, let me redo the screen share for a sec. Screen share. Projector. Test 1, 2.
I can hear. Let's say it again.
1, 2.
All right. And oh, bloody heck, it's blurry.
Okay.
Oh, there. But it could also be that I also need to rejoin as well.
Could be.
But, okay, now click away the screen share. I can still hear you very clear now suddenly.
But since no response came, he probably started to worry that something went wrong in transmission. So when he ran into a disciple from Banyue's martial arts
There we
school,
go.
he decided to entrust the message that way instead.
Okay.
Okay, now everything works,
The only
so...
one capable of trapping the Qingming bird would be the creator. My brother must be all alone out there right now.
I find that doubtful, but...
Yeah, I think what happened is... What you did help, but I also needed to rejoin myself for the full effect to happen, so... It's definitely Discord's end and probably require us both to do something.
Maybe, yeah.
Ning Chen, Xiaoguang, this place is dangerous, and you're still unstable. You should leave immediately, return with the others, and wait for Yishuan Shifu's support.
I will only become a burden if I stay. Banyue Shifu. Everyone, please be careful. I'll deliver the news. And if Yishuan Shifu arrives in time, I'll inform her immediately.
The Qingming sword is reacting strangely in this area. There must be something I'm destined to face ahead. Banyue Shifu, I gave my word to Belle before we came. This time, I will not stay behind. I will not watch those dear to me face danger alone again.
Banyue Shifu, Xiaoguang has made up her mind. Let's trust in her decision.
Yeah, we're also running out of time. Her own brother might be in grave danger and you won't let her go with you? How does that make sense? You only have two options. Knock Xiaoguang out and send her back, or grant her wish.
I don't think he's in much of a condition to do that.
Come on!
I feel like I missed
Is the
something.
wielder of the Qingming sword supposed to be weak or something? Look at yourself. You look like a mess. Give it a minute and we'll all be counting on Zhao Guang to save us.
Yeah, what might be missing?
I think I missed a little bit while I was having to rejoin the call as well on my end.
Okay. Let's see then. Will only become a burden if I stay. Which of these lines?
Higher up, for about that you had to redo the call, then I had to leave there as well.
Yes, each one. Like the birds that was left behind or stuck.
Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Stop. I'm reading it here now, so I can see.
Yep. This place is dangerous. You're still unstable. You should leave him.
Okay, there's no way to stop it once it starts.
And wait for Ishwan Shifu's support.
Okay, I haven't missed it then yet, but that's about the place.
Okay. So, we can go back?
Yeah, we can return.
Okay.
Fine. But we proceed with caution and must not act rashly.
Ban Yue gives in, and Ning Shen says goodbye to everyone before returning the way he came.
Alright, now that we've set him on the right path again, it's time for us to go to that lousy creator's lair and turn the place upside down.
The bitch Supreme makes her appearance. As if sensing something, Dylan suddenly stops and looks toward the shadows nearby. Sarah walks out slowly with her usual enigmatic smile, as if she were just passing by and hadn't been spying on her for long.
The Judge of Krampus sure lives up to her name. Your perceptiveness is truly a pain.
Are you done watching, Sarah Florin? Spent so long as no match found in the database, you picked up the habit of sneaking and hiding like a rat?
Somewhere Jane sneezes.
You were investigating me. But now that the dust is settled, what happened in the past doesn't matter anymore. Krampus, Faithin, Ye Shunguang, I was hoping to lend you a hand and dedicate the power of this stone lion to the Creator as a gift. An offering of thanks for the power the Creator lost when they cleansed the miasma. Pity, all these changing plans, but no matter. That'll be enough. Almost everything's been purified in this place.
Where is my brother?
Look at you. You're just like you were in his nightmare. Pure, naive, and ignorant. Naturally, your brother is... Oh, well, look who it is.
A familiar yet strange figure appears nearby. It turns out to be Yishwan, but different. His face is filled with shock when he sees Zhao Guang.
Zhao Guang, what are you doing here? Weren't you training in seclusion? Who sent you here?
Brother, judging from your looks, are you also?
Go back. You shouldn't have come here.
Senior Ye, we're all worried about you.
Are you in?
You didn't write that note, did you? About how to break my connection with the Qingming sword.
Note? What note? What did you do, Sarah? Why is my sister here?
No need to be so anxious. You helped me find the Creator in order to save her, didn't you? So what's wrong with organizing this moving reunion beforehand?
Because it's clear you mean to sacrifice her in some way.
Is there any point in pursuing such trivial details at this stage? Don't forget, I'm the one chosen by the Creator. Only I can open the door for the Creator's arrival into this world.
All the more reason to kill you where you stand.
Your obsession, the answer to fulfilling your tragic wish, is just ahead. The time is nearly upon us, since you're willing to give everything to save your one and only sister. You'll definitely come, won't you? Otherwise, all our hard work will be in vain.
Pained Yishuan glances at Zhao Guang, who has her hands anxiously extended towards him, and suddenly closes his eyes. As he opens them again, you see a look of determination.
Xiao Guang, listen to me. Go back with the others. Trust me. And don't follow me anymore. Junior Bell, everyone. I'm sorry, but I have to go. I've already come this far. I have no other choice. I'm asking you one thing. No matter what, do not let Xiao Guang follow me. I'm counting on you.
Yes, Yishuan turns around and without looking at Zhao Guang again and disappears into the ominous darkness with Sarah.
How could I possibly just stand by and do nothing at a time like this?
Using someone's loved ones as leverage? Despicable, yet effective. Stop spacing out. Let's go after them.
Wise, do you know where they went? Can you track them down?
Tracking route confirmed. Path recalibration complete.
It doesn't look like they've gone far, but the miasma concentration in that direction is higher than anywhere we've been before. We have to be careful.
Okay. Xiao Guang, can you keep going?
Yeah, let's go. We're bringing my brother back.
Okay, I was half thinking we'd have to retreat again. Wait up, little master. The area ahead feels sinister. I fear it may be a dangerous place. It's best to be prepared. So we are going to retreat then. Or this. Okay, well, I think we know a good person to bring along.
Got me into this time.
Man is iron.
Is the concert starting?
There we go.
Oh dear.
Just quickly giving Astra a call, and she just drives straight into here with the limo, getting dropped off by Evelyn. Meanwhile, Sarah, who is not far away, welcomes the moment she has been longing for.
Oh dear.
Answer me. What's going on? What did you do to Xiao Guang behind my back? Why did you lead her here? We agreed she stays out of this until the Creator descends. You broke your promise!
Promise? Faced with the divine edict of the Creator, the promises of mortals are as light as a goose feather. There's no need to get so worked up. Your sister's presence is just a necessary component in the process. You see, you, your sister, and I are all keys that have been gathered here. The grand descent is about to begin. Releasing your sister's shackles and fulfilling your deepest wishes. Those are the only reasons you were willing to abandon your companions and walk with me, right?
Sarah, what exactly are you trying to do?
What am I trying to do? My plans have never wavered since the very beginning. The time has come. All things shall return to their source. Come, all you lost children who seek answers and redemption. Embrace your fate.
Sarah doesn't look at him anymore. She raises her hands high in one direction and her voice suddenly rises, chanting in a cryptic rhythm that nearly pierces the soul.
O supreme and sacred Creator, by thy blessing and thy call, I lay forth this offering. Obliterate the vows of traitors, the avengers' cries, the defilers' lament, and the mourning of the dead. Almighty Creator, hear my plea. I beseech thee to manifest thy truth in the chaos of this world. I beseech thee to wield thine eternal dominion and reshape the order of the universe. Sarah, my most faithful servant, thou hast come to the very brink of my advent. Abandon the remnants of the mortal world. Traverse life and death, brilliance and decay, bliss and suffering. All shall return to me.
Oh, come on. That feels so inspired by Yogg-Sothoth. Just they changed the words around, but it has still the damn same vibe.
Okay, question now is something actually talking to her, or has she deluded herself into hearing things or interpreting things differently? Yeah, no foo-foo, Aurora.
If people are wondering what I'm talking about, I'm gonna try and remember this line. Yogg-Sothoth is the gate. Yogg-Sothoth is the key. All are one in Yogg-Sothoth. I might have butchered that, but you get the idea, but it sounds similar to this.
Yeah.
Past, present, future.
Creator. They may look radiant, but it all sends a shiver down my spine.
Right, I gotta finish the line. Past.
Sorry, but
can be destroyed depends on this strike. I cannot hold back.
Go ahead.
Right. The other one is also past, present, future, all are one in Yogg-Sothoth. Like, again, if you read her line, that sounds something like from, yeah, Cosmic Horror, Eldritch Horror, all that.
Yeah. Well, let's see how stabbable this cosmic horror is.
I'll end it here and now, before Xiao Guang and the others are drawn in too deep.
Yep. Suddenly Super Saiyan.
That look.
She sounds almost bored.
So, after lying in wait all this time, you're showing your fangs.
Why does he sound so tired all of a sudden?
Wait, they all were. Oh no, I think I know what's going on. And I was about to ask if you're gonna see a fragment or the whole of the creator. I'm gonna guess we haven't. I'm gonna go with the mythical term of avatar situation.
I can't tell if she sidestepped or was trying to throw herself in the way there.
Finally.
Abomination! This is the end for you!
And I think her plan here was to feed him that energy from the start. Or feed it.
Everything.
Or
Everything is under your gaze.
It's a tricky one. Just as expected. It even tried to reflect my attack. Good thing it's been blasted into ether particles now. That should be the end of it.
I very much doubt that.
Abandon the mortal world. Traverse life and death. Shall return. Hello? This is Sarah. Special Investigation Squad from HSO of Hand. Our team was caught in an operation against a notorious ethereal. I've lost contact with everyone. Wait, don't leave. Please, save me. I don't want to die. Help me. Don't Leave me behind. Please. Save me. Anyone. Can no one hear me? Oh, if gods truly exist in this world, please hear my plea. Where am I? Am I saved?
Oh, is that Makarov or the previous High Priests?
Lucky child, chosen by the will of the Creator. You are restored to the living before you turned into an ethereal.
Or they just found her before she bled out or corrupted.
The blood of the Creator flowing through your broken body is the best proof that you belong here.
What? Blood of the Creator? Who are you?
We're the Exaltists. I'm Soth, the Scribe, and the current Overseer. There is no need for fear, no need for doubt. The Creator is merciful. This is the place they have given you, your new home.
No. Sorry. I have somewhere I have to go back to.
How many times have I already told you there has never been a special investigation squad in HSO? And there's no file under the HIA for a Sarah Florin.
Miss, this is your final warning. If you continue, we'll have no choice but to remove you by force.
Tread carefully. One step further and you may shed your mortal sins. But the gate to the final domain does not open without refinement. Life and death, existence and annihilation, brilliance and decay, bliss and suffering. All shall return to the Creator, for they are the origin of all. I know. Deep inside my body, my soul, lies the seed of evil I've long refused to face. But the path to salvation is clear. It lies within the eternal call the Creator has allowed me to hear. Abandon the remnants of the mortal world. Traverse life and death. I set my hand upon my spine, and my palm against the mortal heart.
Is this present day again?
Guided by nameless markings, I shall walk the path in search of the Creator. Creator, who has shown me the conclusion. I have fulfilled your promise. Please, accept me.
Not good.
Oh, Creator, is this your permission for me to merge?
What?
That can't be good.
Sarah and the thing. Their presence has vanished. Wait.
What now?
I could suspect the cultist may have been behind erasing her files and all that, since we know there was a secret society all this time.
I think they were just a Black Ops group that was abandoned.
His presence, it's grown even stronger. That Creator has returned. Oh no! Shao.
Sarah's been searching for?
I doubt that.
It is all thanks to Hillyan's foolish act of defiance.
Oh, is this what Sarah's been turned into?
Is that Sarah's voice? Fortunately, my most devoted follower has accomplished what I have foreseen, paving the way for my descent into this world. As for Hillyan, fret not. I have other plans for him.
Okay. So it sounds like the creator has taken form using Sarah.
Yeah, but I don't think that's her or was her. I think it's just something that happened to me nearby they called upon.
Yeah. This came charging in.
And ready to obey.
Brother.
Something that should have been mine all along. Taken by the hand of a blood relative. What could be better?
Okay, when a fusion attack is parried by an agent, they will put the enemy in a weakened state. Okay. Okay. Sobek cannot be stunned or affected by attribute anomaly. Parrying is attack will restore 5 energy. Okay. So that's the name of this thing. All damage taken will be transferred through the thrall. Oh, great. Yep. Nope. The question now is, how far under control has he fallen? Can he still be saved, or... Okay, he's going to keep reviving that thing until he is defeated himself. But all damage we deal to it is also dealt to him. Nope. Yep, I've missed that. Yeah. There we go, special weakened states. Okay.
Still afraid to draw the sword. If you keep running, your loved ones will all be buried here. Some choices are burdens, and we must bear them. Do what must be done. I trust you, just as you trust me. Finally.
If I were the one being controlled instead, I believe my brother would make the same choice. You trust me, just as I trust you. Somehow, I'm not afraid anymore.
Seal is broken. Great!
Brother.
Such a splendid power. I'll happily accept it.
Yeah, no.
A mere evil spirit, and you dare speak so arrogantly. I am Zenless, wielder of the Jingming sword of Yunhui Summit. This sword, with heaven and earth as its guide, shall cleanse all evil!
Xiaoguang, I already know.
This voice. Did I really bring my brother back?
Please forgive me for leaving again. You must wait for me. Trust me. I will save you. I swear I will.
Brother.
Okay, I really can't tell how much he may have been puppeteered there, or how much that might have been his own actions.
Oh dear.
And does that mean that he got away, or that, well, he got turned into sashimi? A few days later, the long silence finally breaks. Xiaoguang finally wakes up. Xiaoguang's awake, Belle. You should go check on her first. Dylan and Banyue Shifu will be here shortly. We'll wait for you to check in on Xiaoguang before we start our discussion.
What the heck is with my face? Oh, that's...
What?
I thought there was something wrong with my... Oh, just said in my headphone, but no, you're just those two swinging.
Xiaoguang, how are you feeling? Do you still hurt anywhere?
It feels like I had a really, really long dream. Right! Where's my brother? What happened to him? Where is he? Did I bring him back?
Don't worry. Let me tell you everything that's happened.
Yes, please.
After you defeated that thing, the creator, or at least its embryonic form, you passed out from exhaustion. The power wrapped in that black mist dissipated, and Senior Ye, he seemed to come back to his senses. He caught you as you fainted and whispered something I couldn't make out. It was clear he didn't want to leave, but in the end, he walked away alone. He didn't explain anything. All he said was, take care of Xiaoguang. Banyue Shifu and Dylan were both injured and couldn't stop him. But at that moment, from Senior Ye's expression, it was like he suddenly realized something that he had to confirm right away.
Okay.
He left alone? No. We must find him as soon as possible. If he still has any remnant influence of the creator in his body, if that takes hold again. And what about Shifu? Did she make it in time?
Yixuan Shifu hasn't returned to Swabian Temple yet. She's probably dealing with Senior Ye's situation. I heard that Yunhui Summit will be sending people over soon to investigate the creator incident.
Yunhui Summit.
Xiaoguang, considering our past experiences and what Sarah said, do you think the creator's target has always been you and the Qingming sword?
Yeah. He's been trying to lure me into using the power of the Qingming sword to make me break the seal myself. And I'm afraid that it controlled my brother to use him as a medium at the critical moment, to devour the power of both me and the Qingming sword.
Okay, I may have been a bit slow with the uptake here, but I think I realized it. Yeah, that spirit, that black spirit, that is the creator, now taken half form due to merging with Sarah. And yeah, it possessed him, brought in that Sobek as well, reinforcements. And yeah, it's been wanting to... It wants to use her as a vessel for it instead. So it isn't entirely manifested in this reality, but it has one tendril in the doorstep, so to say.
So, as I said earlier, a avatar situation. It has... it will probably be mortal in a guardian mortal form, but it is a case of it has a aspect of itself passed over.
Yeah.
So, do you still remember how you defeated the creator?
More like fended them off, I think.
The situation was dire. When I finally released the Qingming sword, I seemed to have a strange resonance with it. I understood that the sword contains a power that can suppress the creator, or even annihilate it. That's why I believed that the last strike would bring my brother back.
And besides that, did you feel anything else?
I think I'm piecing together something else, perhaps. Could it be that the Qingming sword is possessed by something else, similar to the creator or something, but opposite?
Yeah, I guess someone else has a similar weapon. Is that an short one we know with a samurai sword?
Like any changes with your body or in your appearance? Your hair kinda turned white when you drew the sword.
Are you worried about repercussions from using the sword? Don't worry. That look was just the influence of the Qingming sword. You see, I remember everything very clearly. I remember how that monster was torn apart by my blade, and what my brother asked me to do. What's wrong? Still worried? Then how about a little test? Want me to recite any technique spells? Or any Yunquei Summit rules? Or maybe everything we did together after we met?
I think I have another idea here. Whatever may be possessing the Qingming sword, whenever it's used by someone, it basically possesses their body, but if they don't have a strong enough affinity for it or something, then it's not that the user's memories get devoured, it's more that they get overwritten. And yeah, as the spirit or whatever returns back to the swords, it doesn't restore them.
Possibly. It could also be a damage from overload.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. Looks like you're really okay. I'm glad.
I'm still curious about what this blood of the creator was spoken of. If that is actually something or more Exaltus bullshit.
Yeah, I've never been very lucky, but maybe it's about time things went my way, right? It's just... I finally found my brother, and the next thing I knew, he was gone again.
At least now we can be absolutely certain that from the start, Senior Ye was never swayed by Sarah and the Creator. He even tried to contact Ishu and Shifu secretly.
Yeah. It seems like Sarah was using the promise of separating me from the Qingming sword to lure my brother into cooperating with her. But I don't think my brother ever believed her. He only played along so he could get close enough to find a chance to destroy the Creator before it could take form.
It does make me wonder at what point did Sarah at any point believe that she was actually getting him to cooperate, or that she at what point would she have otherwise betrayed him?
I think she already knew what he would do and played him along all the time. For she did call them all in herself the keys. And she's part of the key, and it has now one of the keys to whatever plan it has.
I'm going to guess that she was that things basically went how she went, outside of her dying. That she expected that the creator would possess him, and then through him would steal her body, not Sarah's, but Xiaoguang's.
He didn't realize that the creator's focus was on me and the Qingming sword all along, and that Sarah had already drawn me into her trap long before I noticed. But now that the crisis is over, and he's finally out of their grip, why doesn't he come back?
Now the crisis isn't just over yet, it's just been batted aside for the moment.
He was clearly worried about me. When I was half conscious, I remember hearing him ask me to forgive him for leaving again, saying something like he'd definitely save me. It doesn't sound like he's just worried that I'll be consumed by the sword. It's more like he's trying to tell me something. Could it be that he's learned of something even more terrifying? Something he felt he had to deal with on his own right away, to the point where he didn't want us involved at all.
Since Senior Ye asked you to trust him, then let's do just that. What's most important now is for you to rest up and get better quickly. Once you're fully recovered, we'll work together to find him. And this time, we'll make sure he doesn't disappear on us again.
Yeah. We're just going to tie a ball and chain to his ankle to keep him in place. The concern in Zhao Guan's eyes softens, replaced by a quiet determination. She nods firmly, pushing down her unease. And in her gaze, hope flickers to life once more. We still need an explanation as to what the hell was up with his goth get up there, huh? Like, what is the explanation behind that? And, well, whatever was going on with Zhao Guang's looks changed as well. Okay. But I think we'll have to call it there probably, because we are almost at the total of 4 hours, or rather 4 p.m. here.
Well, actually no, considering the delays and more delays we had.
Yeah, true. Yeah, this is probably the end of the chapter here, so let's do a little bit more. As long as we can stay out of immersive storytelling. Really? Now you? How's Zhao Guan doing? She just woke up, so instead of bugging her with questions, we figured we'd give her some space and some peace. She's still concerned about Senior Yi, but after hearing that the creature was repelled and that her brother made it out safely, she's calmed down for now and is resting.
I'm afraid I'll have to trouble you to keep a closer eye on Xiao Guang's state of mind these next few days.
Please don't worry, Banyue Shifu. Xiao Guang only drew her sword for Senior Yi and all of us. I'll make sure to keep an eye on her condition. She's always been tougher than we think, but that's also exactly why it's so hard not to worry about her. Back to business. What's this resonance signal you two mentioned earlier?
Right. There was so much happening so quickly that we didn't have time to investigate further, which is why we couldn't tell you right away. When the creator, or rather that power Xiao Guang fought off, was first awakened, 4 areas in Lemnian Hollow simultaneously emitted extremely brief but highly similar energy resonance signals.
Okay.
Which 4 areas?
We can only locate 3 general areas at the moment. One was right where the creator appeared at the old mining site. Another was the area where we confronted the Exaltist Overseer, Mevarok. And the third one was the town.
Okay.
Yeah. Coincidentally, these are all places Wise and I have been before.
You've been to all 3 places?
Okay, and what's the fourth then?
Oh. Don't tell me these are all popular attractions.
That's not the strangest part. What's really worth noting is the fourth signal. Fairy?
The spatial coordinates of the fourth resonance signal are severely blurred. Existence confirmed, but precise location cannot be confirmed due to high-level energy interference. Warning. Though brief, the peak value of the signal's miasma energy exceeded all known records within Lemnian Hollow.
Oh, great.
It was like some kind of distant, indistinct response. Then it quickly went silent again, as if hiding from something.
3 of the signals came from areas we've been to recently. No way that was a coincidence. But that last one? It's hidden so deep that even Fairy couldn't pinpoint it. Where could it be?
4 resonating signals. There must be some underlying connection we haven't uncovered yet.
Could be that they're all sites important to the creator or something?
That disgusting miasma creature we fought, and the Ye Shuyun controlled by the creator, might have just been the opening move. The creator testing the waters.
Yeah, it could be that now with one aspect of it in the real world, or at least within a hollow, it might have be easier time pulling in more of it.
Whatever it is, it's still out there lurking, scheming something. I'll report this to Krampus and closely monitor any changes inside the hollow.
And since we know that other hollows can have connections back to Hollow Zero, if it ends up there, then it'd be even more of a problem.
Yeah.
Investigate further.
With Krampus and Banue Shifu helping out, things will definitely go more smoothly from here. Wise and I will keep an eye on the situation too, while we keep Xiaoguang company.
Let's all stay sharp, everyone. This calm might just be the eye of the storm. A brief moment of respite before everything gets thrown into chaos again.
Yeah.
Again, the story is damn good, but we see obvious sign of... I feel like the voice actors were not able to keep up with the workflow and all that.
Or it could be that certain lines were written in after the voice actors had already done their work or something.
Yeah, like I feel like there has been some aspects that has been rushed.
Yeah. Well, that wraps up things for now, though I have a feeling there's still more trouble ahead. There's still much about the creator and other secrets of the Hollows we don't have any leads on yet. But at least this time, and all those times before, we pulled through, didn't we? No matter what lies ahead, at least we've got the reliable companions by our sides. Yeah, at least we'll never have to fight alone. Well, anything else can wait until sunrise. Right now, all I want is a nice hot shower and sleep. Well, you should get some rest too. You'll need your energy for our next adventure. Okay. And yeah, time to go to bed and finish up this chapter. These heart-pounding battles and unsolved mysteries gradually fade into distant blurry memories. Meanwhile, as Dylan compiles her mission report, she's greeted by a familiar guest.
Oh, are you here to criticize me, Senior Joe? I thought they'd send the cold, heartless executioner. You know, I've never been able to get along with her.
Someone else from Krampus?
The boss hasn't issued any new orders yet. Naturally, she won't do anything. Besides, it's too late for you to feel guilty now. I'm just here on my own behalf to ask you for an explanation. After all, we've provided you with important intel, but the result of the mission was a little underwhelming. The orders from the higher-ups are to retrieve Banyue's core data and erase this unstable factor. But as for you, not only did you not get the core, but you also seem to have made him more complete and dangerous?
Is this negligence of duty or self-inflicted downfall?
Huh? Who said I didn't finish the mission? I have exercised the ultimate authority granted to me by Krampus as the judge. The verdict is as follows. Banyue's core consciousness has tentatively proven that it is controllable and of great value. Hence, I deemed there is no need to erase it. As for retrieving said core, don't worry. I will introduce Banyue to Krampus. Wouldn't you call that a different kind of recovery, in a sense?
Huh? You want to let him join Krampus?
Wouldn't that be more interesting? If he joined, then his power, along with all of the information he has, would be of service to Krampus.
Well, it would return his core and just every other bit of him.
In the long run, that's way more valuable than a one-time core data extraction, don't you think? Aside from the old folks from TOPS, the reason the boss is so interested in Banyue's core is because a certain big shot was the one who made modifications. Gradually transformed him from a killing machine into a human.
Huh. You sure know how to wiggle out of a tough situation. However, your proposal does actually have some merit. I hereby approve your verdict. As for how to write the report without any leaks to get those old fossils to nod in person, that will be up to you to deal with. But I believe that when the boss finds out we're about to have a new member who is so controllable and so useful with all the potential value he brings, I'm sure she will be happy. After all, this is much more worthwhile than recycling a pile of scrap metal, right? Alright, I'll leave the rest of the procedures to you. I look forward to hearing good news about our new member.
I'll still be relying on you to help me persuade the others.
The conversation comes to an end with sweet but cold farewells. Dylan remains where she's standing and exhales softly.
Banyue, your path to redemption begins with Krampus. And it will be a long road. Don't let me down.
The skies over Waifei Peninsula remain heavy and grey, but for Banyue the path toward a new life now lies open, and one less shadow stands in his way. The night deepens and all is silent. As Swibian Temple is shrouded in hazy moonlight, a single room is lit with a dim yellow light, like a stubborn little firefly in the darkness.
On the day I secretly snuck into Swibian Temple, I saved a chubby cat. The next time I came to the temple, I tried to pass myself off as the acting temple master, only to get caught red-handed by Junior.
Oh. It has been eating away at her memories.
The day we went to Yumcha-Sin, I was wearing that casual dress. Junior said it really suited me. The storyteller at Yumcha-Sin told fascinating tales. We ate osmanthus cakes made with fresh petals preserved in honey, sticky rice powder, and kumquat peel. Banyue Shifu doesn't like greasy or spicy things. When handing him hot tea, the cup handle should be to the right. Dylan really likes honey. She always doubles the amount. Senior Inhu's secret marinade. Grind the dried tangerine peel into fine powder. Use just a pinch when seasoning the meat. When we gathered around the fire that night, we looked at the stars together and exchanged embarrassing stories. I talked about... Why can't I remember? I knew it just a second ago. I wrote it all down right here.
The words on the page are blurry, twisted and morphed, as if they are about to break free from the shackles of the pages and disappear completely. A tear falls from her eye, hitting the diary with a sharp pat. After a few seconds, she wipes the damp marks from her face with the back of her hands, and her eyes become resolute again. She stares at the handwriting, soaked in tears, as if trying to use her gaze to burn the words back into her heart.
I talked about how I didn't bring enough money when I left Junkoi Summit. I almost ended up going to that pawn shop in town. I remembered thinking to myself, besides the Qingming sword, I have nothing of value that's worth holding on to. I must never forget these memories. Never. Shifu, my brother, Belle, Wise, and everyone else. I must remember all the beautiful moments we shared together. I have to remember.
In the light, her lips move persistently, yet in vain, over and over again, repeatedly the fragments of fleeting memories that she's desperate to hold on to. Her fingers begin to turn white and tremble slightly as she grips the diary tightly. It's as if she's engaged in a desperate struggle against an invisible foe known as the Forgotten. Only the still damp tear stains on the paper silently tell the story of a young girl who in the darkest of nights used all her strength to pretend the world is still as it always was. To pretend she's still the same Yeshringuan, whole, unscarred, unaffected by the Qingming sword. Okay, so it is burning her away.
And I saw the chapter names there. That's concerning.
Yeah. Still getting ever closer to maximum level. Okay, but we'll have to wait for the next chapter for, well, not next week, because I made a bit of a fumble last time, apparently, huh?
Wait, what?
There is something we forgot to do, not talk with Yishuan there, or it's over here.
Oh, that!
Lucia's Aiden story. Tales of the Dreamless.
Yeah, we unlocked that one some stream ago.
And I completely blanked out on that, so next time we'll get started on, well, not that, this instead. Probably be able to finish it then as well. And yeah, we'll see how far we can get into the next chapter, chapter 6.
Yeah. But are we getting closer and closer? Obviously getting closer and closer to the last story update?
Let's see. We are currently... how do we even get there again? It's notification. No schedule. No. How do we even get back to that page? Somewhere through here, maybe? Mail. Updates. We are catching up on it, yeah? Let's see. The next one is... Yeah, the next chapter is To Be Fuel for the Night, right?
We're currently about to start that one, yes.
Yeah. And that was added in version 2.5. And the current version is... Yeah, 2.7. Or actually, this 2.8 now, with the update that released either today or yesterday. I played this game yesterday, and there was the pre-update, but okay, that means that we are catching up indeed. And well, before we end the stream, let's take a look at the new banners. Oh, fitting that she is here now. Okay, and this new character, Promia. Okay. I have absolutely no idea about her, but, well, we can see that she is an ice anomaly character. Similar to Miyabi.
And she has handcuffs behind her back. Or am I seeing that right?
Yeah, well, why are her arms tied together like that? Huh. Okay, we are very close to getting an S-rank character, but I think there is someone we'd probably want to... Actually, before anything else, let me just turn all of these over. There. Right. New months. These are refilled. And... Let's see. We should be able to see... there. The upcoming banner after this one as well. Let's learn about the polychrome guide function. What? What is this? The important rewards from all popular events are displayed here. Okay. Tap a card to open its event page. So this shows this shows everything where we can currently or soon can get. Okay, I'm guessing these are the upcoming ones. Because look at Redo Legends. Okay. Okay, that's actually a nice little quality of life thing that they actually show you where you can get the premium currency for free. And over here we have the permanent ways. Okay. Threshold, Swordseeker Chronicles. That's Redo Chronicles stuff. Main Story Season 2, Part 2. Okay. Over here. Oh! Okay, that's going to be a bit of a tough choice then between who to go for here on this next banner then, huh?
Oh, bloody heck. I still feel like you're gonna need to start grinding more just so you can try to get as many as possible.
Yeah. Maybe I'll actually start spending a bit. Not much. Maybe like... Yeah, there is the... let's see, I think I've brought this up like very early on or so. Where is it? Right, we can just go through here. Then the signal shop. Let's see. There. Yeah, I think I talked about this thing before, or maybe it was added. Hello. But yeah, basically, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and Zenless Zone Zero all have this sort of miniature subscription thing where you can buy a 30-day membership of sorts. When you buy it, you immediately get... actually, can we see details there? There it is. Let's see. Each time you purchase Internet membership, you will immediately receive 300 monochromes and 30 days of Internet membership. While your Internet membership is active, you will receive 90 polychromes upon logging in to the game every day. So, yeah, that gives you a... Actually, what is... Monochromes and polychromes.
Yeah, so you need to log in every day.
Yeah. You don't have to actively play, but you can get it. And let's see. Yeah, as you can see here, the amounts... I believe you can transfer monochromes into polychromes, probably. It's just that these are the premium bought ones, these are the earned ones. But yeah, normally for the same price, like 5.99 euros here, you would only get 300 monochromes. So it does require you to log in every day, but it is per value, it is a whole lot more. Of course, there is the underlying knowledge that this is sort of supposed to get you addicted to the game as well. But yeah, in monetary value, that is the most value you can get out of anything, and I have no idea what the hell this is. Like exchanging for characters or something? Okay. So maybe I'll activate one of these to help things along. But yeah, still going to be very careful with how much I may or may not spend on this. Like,
Yeah.
we've been going with this game. We've been going this for over 50 streams, so we are going to continue with it. But I do not want for it to become a money sink.
Indeed. Like, spend it now and then, sure. At least if you spend money when you are sure you're almost guaranteed the character you want, is one thing. But if you spend money on not a guarantee, is a different thing.
So normally we do a poll here, but let's be honest. We don't know this character and are very much more interested in S-Rank Billy or Magus and Orphe. So instead, let's do a 10 poll here then, huh?
Sure, this can be any character that, I guess.
Any character that has been added to this amount. Just, well, those 6, but should also be others possible, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, let's just see if we get anyone in the first place, since it could also be a W engine. Yep. Well, are we going to finally get that 7th Lycon to curse myself with, or? Nope. Hello, Colada. Actually, that reminds me.
New for you.
No, I already had her.
Take your time.
Though,
I can become
that does remind me that I've been forgetting to do something every time we've gotten a copy to extend this with. So, let's see. Day and Night, Kitchen and Love. When in Molten Edge state, Minato ignores 8% of the target's fire resistance. After being hit by an enemy while using special attack Return to Ashes or Return to Ashes Sacrifice, press attack to trigger an assist follow-up. Perhaps this is what a peaceful family is. Minato, Eiching, and Ayuet all think of themselves as the fortunate child picked up and brought home. If there's anything left worth arguing about, it's probably just who should eat the least bit of vegetables. Doesn't taste good? I'll ask a jump just in if maybe I made a mistake somewhere. Trade secret, but last time I just stood there and the chef told me everything. Okay, we should at least have one for, yep, Colada as well, but also the last one for Seth here. Haven't seen him in a bit. When Seth lands a finishing move on the enemy with basic attack Lightning Strike Electrified, it deals additional damage equal to 500% of his attack. The attack is guaranteed to trigger a critical hit, and critical hit damage is increased by 60%. That's going to be a big crit. To a young person, everything is clear-cut, with a stark contrast between black and white, right and wrong. There will always be someone who tries to tell him that the world is a murky grey. But is a world where everything is clear-cut and distinct really not worth striving for? Yep. Kitty. Okay, yeah, Colada. Okay, the first double of her here, Beat of the Hammer. After the second or fourth hit of Colada's basic attack or enhanced basic attack, quickly use a special attack or EX special attack to increase the days dealt by 15%. Her fiery temper is just a facade. In reality, Colada's thoughts are quite intricate. For example, she knows when to swing her hammer for a more painful strike. And here we thought she was going to be made to sound profound for a second, huh?
Basically something you heard from Warcraft 3. It's not the size of the hammer that counts, it's how you wield it.
Yeah.
It's basically that moment.
Okay. Yeah. Off screen, I've also upgraded Arya to 50 of 60, in part to get, well, these. Which is why we could do a 10 pull now.
Is that my cue?
But yeah, if If her teammates appear again on a banner, I might be tempted to pull for them, because it's not... Well, of course they're going to work well together, but they also have some special animations together if they're in a team. So it might be nice to try and get all 3 of them.
Yeah, like, it'd be nice for you to get at least one of each character in a pool, so you have all that we can do the stores and such.
Yeah. Okay, for now though...
But I do know that's gonna be very difficult.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm happy we can still play with the characters when we do the story.
Yeah. So at least get a feel for how they also, well, act and such. Plus because the game gives us the characters most of the time, at least now, it does mean that it's easier to get through, that you don't have to keep upgrading your characters over and over again, because that is a problem that certain gachas can get into, where certain characters can become necessary for progression past a certain point without massive grinding to overpower a certain stumbling block.
Yeah, I can see that being a big issue.
Okay. But yeah, before we end the stream, let's go look for someone to raid. And let's see, I don't really have enough videos ready of events that have passed for a side quest, so we're not doing the one tonight.
Actually, not first impression, but make me wonder, how long do you think the new agent story is for? Here's the thing. If there are 4 hours, then sure, a Wednesday stream is fine, all that, but you have to agree, some of them are shorter than the others.
True, but Seeds has been the longest so far. Also, let me do a quick search for this Neverness to Everness. Let's see. By who is that actually? Let's see. Perfect World, so it's not a Zenless, and that's not a Hoyo game. Though it has a bit of a... the main characters have a bit of a Honkai Star Rail appearance. Okay, I'll give this a try in my own time. But yeah, absolutely no promises on potentially streaming that. I'll find if we come to a point with that, it'll be long in, and we already have Zenless and Nikkei planned after that.
Yeah. Maybe Genshin the others as well, if they introduce something that allows us to replay a lot of the old content.
Yeah, because in comparison to this game, they are both utterly just outshined by that. Just
But I do feel like the reason this one is too usually is because they have learned very much of the improving the system from the other two.
Yeah, it's clear that the teams do take info from one another, but they are working separately.
Yeah.
And there's probably only so much they can work together.
Yeah, and here's the only thing people, I think I said this before. We don't want to make another account just to start fresh with the other two for just to switch over and like, again, that will be a lot for the captain to remember, to write down, and yada. It's just complicated. It has to say that if they introduce a system to allow us to replay all the old story, all of it, from the very beginning, sure, then we might do it then. But if not, then we stick to this one and possibly the other one as well. For the other one, the reason that is on the list is because they have introduced just that kind of system we spoke out.
Yeah. So, actually, Nikkei has had that for a long time. Like, I did make a second account for that, but it's only for recording in between bits, which, well, we'll just play like we've done with the events that we've recorded for this. They'll just be played in between the actual story bits, which will play from the game itself on the main account.
Again, it's basically something we wanted to avoid.
Yeah. Okay, but at least due to the story mode that they've added with that, there isn't going to be any more grinding required with that, because the difficulty line, the difficulty quote-unquote curve in Nikkei's story mode difficulty is a flat line. So, yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay, but for now, let's see. It isn't too busy at the moment. We've got the Lagstorm who is playing Drive Girls. Not sure about that game, or not sure if I've heard of that game. Let's see. I can't really tell from what this game is outside of just a... Okay, the character just turned into a car. Should have, I guess, expected something with something called Drive Girls. We also have Nevelation, who is playing Fields of Mystria. If I remember correctly, that's that more fantasy-like Stardew Valley-ish game. Looks like it. And for the last two, we have Frogcast, who is playing Tamagotchi Life. What is the subtitle of that? Living the Dream. And lastly, Kiri Natsuyoko is playing Dark Souls 3. Are any of these sound of interest, or shall I take a pick? So Magical Girl Star... Okay, let's go see Lagstorm then, just because I'm curious what the hell this game is about.
Also,
like, I can see some of it, but... let's see, Aurora, take a pick. Aurora getting impatient. Okay. Oh, and worst pre-made ever just started with Windrose, but... Yeah, they are way out of our typical raid range. Okay, so yeah, / raid and paste. But before we go, thank you all again for watching live or later. Let's see. Thank you, Aurora. Thank you, Knight, as well. You also spoke up, and I'm not seeing any named lurkers in chatty. Doesn't mean that there aren't people watching. So yeah, thank you to anyone else, and of course, thank you as always, Drakir.
You're welcome as always, my friend. And thank you all for joining and watching this madness.
And yeah, we'll be continuing with this game. We will be taking a step back from the main story for Lucia's agent story. Also, isn't there... Let me check here. Yeah, 2.4 didn't have an agent story with it. Like, most of the others before all had an agent story as well. Okay. But yeah, we'll get to that next week. Tomorrow we continue with Mass Effect 2, where apparently I made a bit of a blunder with something, so we'll have to make a bit of a change of plans in that. And on Sunday we have Horizon Zero Dawn again.
Yeah. And I should probably say this again. Once we're done with Zenless Zero, or less done more, we reached the point we can take a break. What?
More caught up.
Yeah, caught up. We have a little break. We probably will do double streams, or 2 streams on the weekend again, and have a Wednesday again as a rest day, maybe. Yeah, up to you. Use Wednesday or Friday as an editing day.
Probably, yeah. I probably should use Friday as a standard for that, anyways, because that's the least likely day we're to stream. So best chance for me to edit.
Yeah, and since you can do it early and all that, and Sunday is still good for streams, but also as a backup day.
Yeah, and Oscar is still here on the bed sleeping. Well, until I start giving him stretches, of course. Okay, but yeah, that'll all be for then, of course. So for now, let's get this raid started. And yeah. Thank you all again for watching, and until next time, have a nice day, and until then.
Be safe, everyone. Sleep well, and watch out for undead seagulls.
And those stakes that Rena has apparently been holding on her side all this time. I never noticed those before.
Do what now?
Stakes. Just, let's hold this back a bit longer so it all resets. But on her side there.
Okay, those. I was wondering, you mean meat or the sharp, pointy objects?
Let's be honest, when it comes to Rena, both would be lethal.
Bloody heck.
Until next time, folks.
Be safe all.